Howdy, howdy. What is going on, everybody? Thank you for spending your Saturday night with me. I hope you all had an awesome Thanksgiving. I know I had a big old plate of food. Me and my family, we fried a beautiful, beautiful bird, really pretty turkey. And yeah, got some Black Friday deals to talk about tonight. There was a little bit of a switch up with me and Hyper's plans. We couldn't get totally coordinated, so we're going to do episode 28 next week. So I'm really looking forward to that. We're going to probably do our top 10 favorite figures of 2025, excluding Black Series, so we can do our top 10 on our own channels and all that good stuff. But with that being said, let's just go ahead and jump into the hellos here. And starting off already, we got my boy Troy. Always glad to see your name in chat, man. Saying let's get this party started with a $4.99 super chat. Appreciate you, dude. Good to see you in chat, man. We got Ian Sweeney. What is up, Mudhorn? Good to see you. Sam the Cobra. What is up, man? We got Mama Mando, Dream Dragon, with another 4.99. Thank you so much, Mom. Love you so much. Another 4.99. Y'all starting it off hot tonight. We already got Troy and Mama Mando sending super chats. Thank you all so much, man. I appreciate y'all. And we got the one and only GenXBrian. I would not be the Black Series Joe Rogan without GenXBrian being the Black Series Jamie. So really good to see everybody in chat. Hey, there he is. What's up, Galactic? Good to see you, Eric. I hope you're doing good, bro. Hey, everybody go check out Galactic's Instagram, dude, because he was doing some really fun like holiday shots, and I just loved what he did with some of his stormtroopers, and he's even got like a little cookout, little Vader Sith cookout. So go check him out, man. He's doing some really fun stuff over there, and he's always customizing and world building. So go check him out for that in general, anyways. But yeah, I hope you're all doing good. I thought it would be fun. Just there's a lot of Black Friday deals going on, even more than I'm just going to talk about. But I have like over 55 images of just some stuff that I was like, oh, that's a good deal, or that's cool, or I love this, or I should have grabbed that. So I thought it would be fun just to sit down and talk about some Black Friday deals. So if you got something to smoke on, something to sip on, something to munch on, just relax, hang out. I appreciate you all being here. If you wouldn't mind, whenever you get the chance, hit that like button. I know you might be watching your TV, chilling and just hanging out and all that stuff. But if you could, before the stream ends, I would appreciate it if you could at least just give me that thumbs up. And anybody that's catching the replay too, I always forget about that. People catch the streams after the fact. So I appreciate everybody that's catching the replay, and I hope you enjoy it. Subscribe if you're not already. I'd really appreciate that. So that being said, we're just going to go ahead and jump in. Like I said, let me make sure y'all can see this here before I get going. You're so welcome, bro. You're so welcome, man. Yeah, so I hope, man, again, I had a beautiful bird with my family, dude. Huge, huge turkey. Me and my wife, we actually went out. It was like 39 degrees last night. Might have been even colder than that. Me and my wife were out there on our front porch putting our Christmas lights and stuff. We actually put our tree up on November 1st, which is the earliest we've ever done it. So we were ahead on that. But yeah, it was fun being out there last night. And there he is. What is up, Mike? Good to see you, dude. Hope you're doing well. I was just talking to your wife last night. Got to get you your shirt, man. We got to make that happen. I think I'm gonna get all y'all shirts. Get your boys some shirts, and I appreciate y'all watching. I hope y'all enjoy the stream tonight. Good to see you, dude. So yeah, with that being said, just a couple quick Black Friday deals that I just stuck out to me. I was like, oh, I need to share this. Maybe people don't see it, or don't realize they're going. So with that being said, we'll just go ahead and jump on into it. But real quick, why don't we do this? If you got a drink or got a smoke, let's just go ahead and let's cheers it, everybody. So cheers. And like I said, next week we are going to do Stone and Hyper episode 28. We're going to do our favorite 10 figures that we either acquired in 2025 or just overall of 2025. I'm sure the list will be a little bit balanced, but with that being said, let's go ahead and jump on into this list. Good gracious. I need to get like some background music going. YouTube's just crazy about certain things. So I've talked about this company before. This is Slyke. This is a German company. They are made in China, but it is a German base. That all the designs and figures they are designed in Germany. It is a German-based company. But this is an Ankylosaurus, probably one of my top 3 favorite dinosaurs, even my favorite dinosaur of all time. $6 right here. This figure is normally $15, which is still not a bad price for this figure because you can just see the paint and the detail. It's a little bit of a smaller figure. It's probably about 4 to 5 inches, so it's like a figurine. There's no articulation, but the sculpt and the paint on these is just a lot of fun, and I highly recommend picking some of these up. Slyke does really not only great prehistoric animals, but also currently existing animals, current mammals and stuff like that. So if you're into dinosaurs, or you have some Slyke, this is a really $6 for this. I just felt you can't go wrong. So I ordered this with I got the Commander Cody helmet on the way. This is another cool one. This is the Mattel Jurassic World Rebirth. What is it? The Tail Thrasher? Yeah, Tail Thrasher Spinosaurus. Y'all know they have so many, the All Out Attack. They have so many different names for like the different gimmicky features or whatever. But originally, this one was, what was it, like 55 or something? $54. This one was originally. Now it's on sale for $36.99. So there is like a little, you can probably see right here. There's a little dip right there. And if you press that down, it's got like a little flywheel in there. And what it does is it swings the head back and forth and also the tail. And you can see the cuts there. So it's a cool little fun gimmicky toy. I definitely, $50 was, I was like, nah. I mean, it's a good size, but yeah, it's a cool toy. But for around $35-$40, you know, if you're interested or if you've seen this, it is on sale on Amazon. So go check that out. And again, this is a helmet that I have. Some people are weird about Black Series helmets because they're a little oversized, but the role play items are hot, super hot. And this helmet, anytime you get any Black Series helmet under $100, I say you're doing pretty good. This one was just retail. Normally, most helmets are around 110, which I think, with the exception of Vader, I think his was a little bit more like 120 or 25, 30 maybe even. But $76, $76.99, so $77. But basically, so with tax and everything, you're probably talking about like maybe slightly over $80 for one of the most cool, iconic designs in all of Star Wars, the Scout Trooper helmet. And I have a big head, and this helmet, I'm smushed in there, mind you, but it fits my head. So I feel like if it fit, I have a very large cranium. So if it fits me, I'm sure it would fit most others out there. So if you're worried about that, I can attest to the size in there. It's a very, very cool helmet. Without me rambling on too much, let me check in with chat real quick. Sorry, y'all. Doing good. You're welcome, man. Appreciate y'all hanging out. I hope y'all are enjoying. Hey, thank y'all. I appreciate. Hope you and the boys are enjoying it. Appreciate y'all. Joshua, and I don't want to be rude. I'm trying to remember y'all's other boy's name. It's Joshua, and I'm filming. We had a really good conversation with them the other day. Joshua, drop in the chat. What's y'all's other son's name? What's your name, man? Alexander Storm, what is up, dude? Good to see you, man. Dinosaurs are great for toy. Absolutely, man. You just take them out into a grassy field or, you know, something with a wood line. It really is, man, especially the scale. Good to see you, Alex. I hope you're doing well, man. Thanks for stopping by the stream, dude. I appreciate you. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving too, man. Ate some good turkey. Got some good food. We got Mudhorn in here saying they do some good fantasy. Oh, yeah, dude. They had that lava tiger, and then I think they had a phoenix that was really cool. And then there was some other one. It was yeah, dude, their fantasy creatures are righteous, man. You're totally right, Mudhorn. Absolutely. Joshua and Nick. Thank you, Christine. Thank you. Awesome. And I'm gonna get all y'all shirts. I appreciate y'all sitting down and making this a part of y'all night. I hope y'all enjoy it. And hey, I'm just saying these make really good Christmas presents. I'm just saying, bro. Nah, but we'll keep it rolling here. But I am serious. Any of these would make for fantastic Christmas presents, and they're all very decent deals and prices. So the Scout Trooper is super badass. Love that. This is another one. This is a Black Series set that was long awaited for a reissue, and just to get back out because it was very scarce at first, and it was starting to climb on the aftermarket, but they ended up doing a reissue, and it was $51, which is not bad for this set, in my opinion. You're paying about $25 for the figure and about $20-ish for the chair. I'm fine with that. And you get the lightning hands and the alt head, which I didn't get the other pictures, but he also comes with 2 other alt heads and lightning hands. So I feel like the value is there for that. But very cool set for $38. This is an essential piece of original trilogy Star Wars, specifically Return of the Jedi, when Luke and Vader arrive on the Death Star and they're looking out into space over Endor and the battle is going on. It's awesome. And this is you get 2 royal guards flanking Palpatine sitting in the chair. That shit just goes hard, man. It looks so freaking badass. But that is an awesome set. That is an awesome set. The only bad downside, and some people don't care about this, is the stitching on the soft goods is a little bit slack on the new version. You see the stitching here? That's not on the new version. Doesn't have near this amount of stitching, so it's almost a little bit cheaper feeling and looking. but I would recommend buying what's called, and I know it's a lot if you're new to action figures, but the Archive Palpatine has got this really good thread on it, and it just makes it look a little more premium and clean. Kind of has a little more of a lay, it gives the fabric a little bit of a heavier look. I just think it looks better. So, but either way, $37 for this, that is a steal right there. And then this is, if you've ever watched Star Wars Visions, this is the Ronin and R5D56. Okay, so that's pretty cool. This set is normally $80, and it's now, what is it? It's $58.99. So that's not too bad. This actually went on a deep discount shortly after Star Wars Celebration Japan this year, and it was at like $45 or something. But the cool thing about this is this set, this figure specifically here, is the first figure to ever have wired soft goods. So that was groundbreaking, history making for the Black Series. So if you're into that kind of thing, it's a little more niche. It's not really like super honed in Star Wars, a little more backstory randomish, but it's still a pretty cool set. And for that price, that's a pretty decent discount. And I'm not a fan of this 2-pack. I've talked with my buddy Hyper about this a lot. We're not big fans of these. There's so many other repaints they could have done with these two figures, like the security droid from Phantom Menace, or the commander droid with the little yellow dot, or the security with the red, and then the commando. Like, I don't want to get too stuck on it, but I know a lot of people enjoyed this pack, and these are two skins in the Battlefront 2 game. And I know I talked to Nick and Joshua about playing this game too, so it was cool talking to you guys. But going from $51, which is still not bad for a 2-pack. That's still about $25, a little bit more for a figure, $24.99. But for $37.99, that's below retail for both of them, and you're getting two figures, So I feel like that for less than $20 per figure, I feel like you're making out okay. So if you're into that kind of thing, it's a cool army builder set, that's for sure. Moving on here, though. This is an awesome figure. I love Star Wars Rebels. Such an amazing show. And this figure, with the photoreal application update, I think it was like 2018 or 19, it's got awesome paint, and the photoreal update does it justice to the sculpt. It helps it out a little bit. Even though it is a dated figure, the articulation on it suffices. It works, So this is an awesome figure for $18. If you're trying to build your Rebels display, Sabine is a must-have, man. The paint on her boots, it's hard to see here. I could probably zoom in here. You can see how the paint is it's like flicked on, like scattered. It's so Sabine, man. You can see those pins in the knees right there, and it is pinless elbows from what I can see. So that's pretty cool. But this is it's definitely a dated figure, but just look at the highlights in the hair, the orange hair with the purple on top. And this is the checkerboard, the purple and orange. This is so Sabine, man. Just a really cool looking figure, and this is just great representation for that character. I would love to see an updated mold of this with some pinless knees, and maybe even I think this is more of a season 1-2 look. It would be cool to get like a season 3-4 when her hair is more like all purple, and her armor is even got a slightly different paint job as well. So very cool figure, $18. Anytime you're getting a Black Series under 20, I feel like you're doing pretty good. Let me check in with y'all real quick, chat. Thank y'all for spending y'all's night with me too. This will be a short stream. I won't keep y'all too long tonight. Definitely got to grab that pouch. Yeah, dude. I feel like it's worth it, Eric, man. You're getting the chair, the Palpatine itself, the lightning hands, also the other two alt heads. And if you wanted to as well, Eric, them archive freaking Palpatines are super cheap, bro. So you could go grab one of those, and the stitching on it is a lot better, man. And you could just use that one for your put your lightning hands in the one with the better stitching, the archive version, and then have the one that comes in the set with the lesser stitching. Just put that one sitting in the chair because you really can't tell as much. I would totally grab it if you can, man. Ronan was my figure of the awesome, cool to hear. I like different opinions because I feel like sometimes my figures of the year, sometimes my picks are very basic, Alex. So I like random picks like that to me. So Ronan was my figure of the year, definitely worth picking up. I think eventually I'll grab that one, man. Just also for the whole deal, Alex, it was the first wired soft goods in the Black Series. I just feel like for that reason it's worth picking up. I still pick up the orange line boxes, Alex, just because the nostalgia. It's like a little piece of, hell, I don't have to explain to y'all. You all know. That's why we have 1977 Kenner, and I don't need to explain to y'all. Y'all know. Damn it. I kind of dig the white battle droid. Hey, I hear you, Galactic. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. There are a lot of people that actually like these skins and use them in the game. So I'm not knocking that. If you're down for that, that's a really good price, and you're getting that cool commando. And for somebody like you, Eric, like you, bro, you buy like 2 or 3 of those. Who knows how many like custom pieces you could have to throw on other figures? You know what I mean? Absolutely, dude. And that 2-pack is more appealing for. That's so funny. Yeah, you pretty much just took the words right out of my mouth, Mudhorn. That's literally, yep. Didn't even see it. Hey, what is up, Rowdy? Saying howdy, 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 Rowdy. What is up, dude? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Ate a lot of food. So we'll keep it rolling here. Let's take a moment to do a little cheers. Cheers. All right. So we'll keep it rolling here. And the next one, this is if you're a fan of Andor, this is definitely a must-have. And I will say this photo reel on this figure, it looks just like Diego. Is it Diego Luna is his name? I'm forgetting now, but this is a great looking figure. I might pick this up just so I can throw the helmet onto excuse me, onto Andor there. And to me, this is just gonna be an Imperial pilot. That'll be because don't get me wrong, that head sculpt, this is a really good head sculpt on this figure. Like that looks just like Cassian. But man, the design of the Imperial, like that, look at the helmet, man. Just a very, very cool design. So I'll probably pick it up, throw the helmet on there eventually. Hopefully it stays. I think, y'all know how Black Friday deals, they drop it the weekend of and then going closer in towards Christmas, they kind of drop them again, you know? So, but yeah, $20.99 going. So not a huge discount, like about $4 or $5, but still worth it if you were wanting to pick this guy up. And I have a confession, and I already talked to Mrs. Stone about this. I caved on this because I have been wanting this for months. I had this on pre-order, and then I had to get a set of tires for my truck. That was back in like, oh man, I don't even remember, like June or July, something like that. Had to get tires for my truck, put that on the back burner, and then there was just so much other cool shit coming out, and I couldn't keep up with it. So I was like, damn it, babe. It's on Big Bad. I need to get it in my pile of loot. I need to just buy it. Then it was at a GameStop that we went to, and I didn't grab it there. So I'm kind of glad I waited because, you know, it's only $15, but it's $15, dude. And I really, really wanted this freaking thing. This is original trilogy Star Wars. I literally have my X-Wing Luke on card here. I might bust. I got this one for $5 off Walmart. Now it's right back up to 16 because this came out, of course, and people are buying them up. But I'll probably buy another one to keep on card and then open this one up to put him inside of the X-Wing. This is going to be the TVC Vintage Collection play sets, and the vehicles are just next level, man. So everybody knows I'm not some huge TVC guy. I dabble. I have some Kenner 3 3/4. I have some TVC Power of the Force. Like I have a little bit, but when it comes to like Mando's N1 or like an X-Wing or like Vader's TIE Advance, those are ones that I have to try to figure out how to make do with. Let me just. What is up, Indoor Dude? Hope you're doing well, man. Thanks for hanging out on the Simply Stone stream tonight. Appreciate you, man. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. So yeah, this is just so awesome. I love the X-Wing, so iconic. $85. It's $15 off. I had to cave on that one, so I ended up getting that little Christmas present to myself or whatever. And then next, this is also another Black Series helmet, and this one is not in the show. The Imperial Mando armor on Moff Gideon, it looked dope as hell, man. But the figure and the helmet just doesn't. Don't get me wrong, it looks cool. I'm not knocking. If you like it, I'm glad that you like it. But for me personally, I'm not dying to have it on my shelf, so that's how I know I don't need to buy it. Does it look cool? Yes, you know. But I'm running out of room here in the Stone Collector and the Stone Mandalorian room, so I got to start being a little more picky with, you know, especially when it comes to helmets, you know, because they take up a lot of real estate. We all know that. If any of us have, whether it's Black Series buckets or like Halo or, you know, any kind of like little mini bus, we all know how that kind of stuff is. But these helmets are normally, like I said, $110, $109.99, $80 for this helmet right now. So if you're into Moff Gideon, into his Imperial Mando Commando armor, this is a really good pickup, really good deal right there. You're saving about $30 right there. And again, I got another Black Series helmet. This is the Armorer from the Mandalorian, of course. And how much was it? Was this 110 too? Yeah, so this one was 110 as well. This one is $84.99. So this one This one must be selling a little bit better, I reckon, because it didn't go quite as far down. Close. It's only like $3, $4, but so that one is $84 right now. That's not too bad. If you're, I know Emily Swallow, the chick who plays her, she walked around. I think she has has one of these helmets as well, if I'm not mistaken. So that's pretty cool to know. And again, everybody knows I'm not a sequel fan, but that was a lot of people's introduction to Star Wars. So if you do like the sequels, you might want to know about this. They do have the First Order Stormtrooper helmet available. Again, normally $109.99, $85 right now. And I gotta admit, I may not be a fan of the sequels. However, Force Awakens is a great film. The Episode 7. This is a cool design. I have to admit that it is a really, really rad design. And again, another helmet for $84 from $109.99. Got the Artillery Trooper, just the yellow, very similar to the Incendiary Trooper, except for instead of yellow, it's red. But anytime you get a Stormtrooper helmet and you do a repaint on it, it's going to go hard, dude. It's a Stormtrooper helmet. Like, come on. That's easy money, man. And then the lightsabers, again, they're going heavy on the discounts with the role play. And obviously, you know, a little more expensive items, they get a little more of a dip, of course, or a percentage, whatever you like to say. But $212, this is normally $269.99. So you're saving about, what is that, like $60, something like that? $55, $60, you know? So if you're into lightsabers, this is Ezra's lightsaber. I guarantee you. The Black Series I don't own any black. I have some Master replicas that I grew up having my brother, but those are old 2000s ones. I'm not super familiar with the Black Series, but I've always heard that they're okay. They're not bad, but they're okay. So, and again, we have Balin's saber here. Again, normally $270, but it's $212 right now. So if you're a fan of Balin, which I think a lot of us are, it's probably like one of a lot of people's favorite parts of it. Maybe not favorite parts, but like one of the most anticipated parts of Ahsoka was seeing where Balin's journey was going to lead. I'm actually really looking forward to Ahsoka season 2. I think that's going to be a really awesome show. But yeah, so there's Balin's saber for about $212, $200 or under $220 for a lightsaber. I feel like that's pretty fun. And we all knew it was going to happen. You know, it's not a deep discount, but at the same time, it is almost $20 off. Or wait, what is it? No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. $59.99. My bad. So yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, almost $20. That's like $18, right? Something like that. I'm not good at head math. I'm not good at doing brain math like that. I gotta have a piece of paper in front of me. Where's a calculator? But I think that's like $17, $18, something like that. But the Maximum Series Hulk from Marvel Legends, you see all the accessories it came with, but there was a lot of controversy on the whole introduction to the Maximum line with Marvel Legends. The first one was Spider-Man, then we got Hulk, then we got the Maximum Deadpool just recently. And, you know, I don't want to get too into it because I can talk about this. Could be a whole video in and of itself as the Maximum line, the Maximum Hulk and stuff. But, you know, a lot of controversy on these figures. A lot of people loved them. A lot of people didn't like them. I've seen a bit of both. People were like, oh, it's not that bad. People were like, this is the worst Hulk they have. Waste of time. So, and, you know, obviously there's the super negative Nancy's out there, obviously. But then there's also people who are like have the, you know, they got a little bit copium. They spend a lot of money on it. So they're trying to like, oh, it's not that bad. But I've seen a lot of people talking about how this whole chest is a rubber overlay. And the whole reason for that was so you can see here, he's got the two open hands. And what is that? That's a force clap hand. That's a force like generation force effect, you know? So the whole point was to give him the rubber overlay for the arm so he could bring his arms out in front of him and do the thunderclap. Well, with this, you can't fully do it. I've seen a lot of reviews where people like he can't hold that effect in between. He can't get his arms straight out forward in front of him enough to hold the effect in his hands. It keeps wanting to like open up and the effect just falls out from his hands. So like that's annoying, especially if you're a photographer or just wanting to play around or set it up, pose it for your display, and it keeps falling over and over again. And what's going on is people are using those butterfly joints in there. That's like another extra piece. I'm trying to also explain. I know people are like, okay, Cody, we know what this is, but I'm also explaining for people that might be new to action figures. But that butterfly joint, them using that, it's tearing these rubber overlays, and I've seen a lot of people mention that. So it's a little bit, I don't know. But for $51, it's a really badass Hulk. You get a half broken up missile with a flame effect. You get some force effects. You get alternate fists, alternate hands, two other alt heads. if you're a Hulk fan and you've been wanting the Marvel Legends Maximum Hulk and you've been on the fence, this is a good time to go ahead and just take the dive, because $50 I feel like is $50 is a lot better. I will say that, because $68 or 65, whatever it was retailing for. I think the maximum Spider-Man went for 60 or something like that. But that's not too bad. Let me check in with chat real quick here. There he is. What up, motherfuckers? What's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing good. In the 1/18 scale, the kids line epic action version was more convincing than the dude. Yeah, it's funny that you say that. Mudhorn, you be spitting facts a lot, man. Absolutely, that's funny. Some of those early ones were definitely rough, man. I really love that armorer bucket. If I collected these, I'd buy one for damn sure. Fantastic design. It is a cool design, man, with the slight horns on. I know a lot of people were like speculating that she had something to do with Darth Maul's, or like the, what is it? Not the like the Mandalorians. I'm forgetting the whole sect now. Not the Black Sun. Saying what's up, Piper? Hey man, $200, dude. Not bad at all. Sorry guys, my schedule has a hiccup tonight. Stone Hyper, absolutely. Yep, it will be back next week, episode 28. Man, we're gonna talk about our favorite figures, dude. And what is up? We got Dante's Toys in the house saying, hope everyone enjoyed their Thanksgiving. Honestly, if you can get the Hulk under $50, I would recommend it. I paid full price and I'm cool with it. We'll catch the replay, Stone. Stay safe, brother. Hey, awesome, man. Well, I'm glad to hear that you enjoy it, man. I hope you enjoy the replay as well. So, see, everybody, there's a instance right there. I don't even own the Hulk. I just, again, and I did make that clear. It's just what I heard. But here's somebody who owns the Hulk and it really enjoys it. So, I agree, man. Anything under $50, I feel like you're doing pretty good for that maximum, or any kind of Hulk figure, honestly. Later, Alex, have a good one, brother. Absolutely, man. If I had the budget, I'd get one. Each of the Black Series man, yeah. Each of the Black Series Mando helmets. If I had a whole little separate garage or something, I would 100% probably go in on all the Mando helmets for sure. Mudhorn, absolutely, man. All right, y'all. I think it's that time. I think it's time for another cheers. What do y'all say? And again, I really do appreciate y'all spending y'all Saturday night with me. I hope y'all are enjoying the stream so far. Should I put on some background? I think I could put on background music on here. I think. Was this applause? Oh, stop it. Stop it. That's funny. Do they have sound effects on there now? That's kind of funny. All right, let me chill. All right, sorry, y'all. I'm getting distracted now. What is this? All right, actually, I'm not gonna play no music. I'm making it more complicated. Sorry, y'all. I had to mess around with that for a minute. My bad. StreamYard's been doing a bunch of new features and shit. Batman 1/6 skill. Oh, what you talking about, Tomoka? All right, so continue. Oh wait, we didn't get to our cheers. Cheers, real quick. Dude, I messed up, y'all. I forgot to add eggnog to me and my wife's grocery order. Me and Mrs. Stone. I forgot to tell her to add eggnog. I'm slacking, y'all. I'm slacking. But we did get our lights up. This is another cool one, dude. Freaking Marvel Legends Electro. This is from No Way Home, the Spider-Man movie. And I like Jamie Foxx a lot, man. That's a talented guy. He can sing. He can play instruments. He's a musician. He's a great actor. And he's funny. He's just funny, man. But this is a cool figure. And I think it's normally what, $30? $27.89 is what they have it listed for on Amazon. I feel like when I seen it in Target, it was about $35 or $30. But $14 for this figure, man. I'm for $14, I'm so tempted to get this figure just because the electricity effects look so cool. That yellow transparency, that it's transparent yet vibrant enough. I just love it, man. I love it. And the design is definitely not like your classic Electro, but it just looks cool, man. It's like Electro modernized. What I say, y'all, for y'all that know me, it's a rule of cool pickup, man. This is just a rule of cool for $14. I hope this stays at 14 for a minute, because I wouldn't mind picking that up and just having it somewhere, because I'm not super huge No Way Home fan. It's a good movie. Don't get me wrong. I love Tom Holland as Spider-Man, but I don't have a huge connection to Jimmy Foxx's Electro, you know? This is another good one. This figure is normally like $45 or $50, $46.99, so $47. It's on sale for $33.99 right now. And this is the Gamerverse Kingpin, and very similar to the retro carded Kingpin, except for his cane is a little bit different. It's a different color, and obviously his suit is white. And these are two totally different head sculpts, but really cool. I mean, Kingpin in a black suit, like why not? And this is just a super huge figure. So, how much was that? Pardon me, $33.99. So that's a good price, man. And X-Men 97, a bit more of a niche character. You might not know Sunspot, but this figure just came. It's a little bit more new. It's $24.99, but it's on sale for $18.99 right now. So $19. If you're an X-Men 97 fan or just an X-Men fan in general, this is definitely another cool one to add to your display. He seems like he's going to be having a little bit more of a role in season 2 of X-Men 97. So I'm looking forward to that. And this is one that I've thought about getting so many times when I see it in Target. This is the Todd McFarlane Godzilla and Superman crossover. And it's normally, how much is this? Like $70, $80, $79.99, and it's $65 right now, dude. That's that's $15. Well, no, that's $25, right? 65, 75. Yeah, 25. But sorry, y'all. Hey, I'm smoking. I told you I'm not good. Where's my calculator? I'm gonna start punching stuff right here. But yeah, $25, dude. That's very, very tempting. It comes with a huge Godzilla. I don't even know how big he is, but he's pretty big, man. Like the box, when you see it in the Target shelf, is like this big, dude. And you get a full 6-inch fully articulated Superman and then a little mini Superman that is not to scale with the Godzilla, but still cool nonetheless. So that's a badass. These are all on Amazon, by the way, so far. I'll tell you when we switch over. So $65 for that. That's a really good deal. Y'all know me. I love my Batman, especially Batman new. Anything animated, I'm all over, dude. But specifically Batman the animated series, and then the Batman New Adventures. Awesome shows, man. But this is the really cool blue and gray suit variant for the animated Batman. $20. So it's not like a huge discount, but it's $5 off. So like, why not? And I just awesome classic design. I just get straight nostalgia hits to my brain, dude. Just straight memories when I see this image right here. And I love when they take a 2D animated character and bring it to life in plastic, like real life form. It's just awesome how they do that. Next up, this is definitely not for me because this was just the Batmobiles, man. The McFarlane Batmobiles are so freaking rad, but god damn, they take up so much space, dude. I'd be looking at them in the box and I'm like, damn, if the box is that big, like that's going to be a whole shelf and a half. But they do look good. This is the Batman and Robin one, I think. Yeah, Batman and Robin. So it's normally $100, right? Normally $100. It's almost 50% off. $52 for this freaking Batmobile, dude. That is a hell of a deal. Hell of a deal. If you're a George Clooney Batman guy, this is for your collection, man. This is a great time to jump on this. You better have some room because this motherfucker's huge, dude. But man, that is a hell of a discount right there. Very, very cool. And keeping it going with the new Batman adventures, we have a animated style Riddler here. Normally $25. This is now $18, 18 and some change. But I am not a fan of this unitard freaking Riddler. I like the old school BTAS Batman the animated series and even the comic Riddler. This is a weird design choice, and real quick I'll explain the reason why a lot of the characters from the Batman animated series got such a huge design change going to the Batman New Adventures was because they were trying to pump out more episodes, so they were trying to make the characters easier and quicker to draw. So that kind of explains a lot of the costume changes for a lot of the characters, including Riddler, Catwoman, Penguin. They had like massive character designs, but still awesome shows, still awesome characters, but definitely not a fan of the unitard Riddler look. Not my thing. And then I love Batman Beyond, and I would love this, but I don't have a huge. I have huge nostalgia to Batman Beyond, but not specifically the Batman Beyond Batmobile. The Bat Glider or whatever. But this is normally $90, and it's on sale for less than $70. So if you're a Batman Beyond fan, this is a really, really cool pickup, man. McFarlane just does really, really cool stuff with their Batmobiles, dude. He doesn't fuck around. Keeping it going with the McFarlane, we have another heavy discount. Again, almost 50% off, 40%. This is only $50. This is a quarter scale? 12-inch. So that's like 1/6 scale, right? So a 1/6 scale David Cornswell James Gunn 2025 Superman for $30, man. I am so tempted to get this. I don't know where I would put it. That's the only thing keeping me from getting something. When it's like a 12-inch figure, and I'm like, damn, $60. Okay, let's do it. But then I'm like, $30 for something big. You're like, shit, where am I going to put that? Like, it's cheap enough, but like, where? Like, where is it going to go? And this is just a really cool piece, though. And I love the James Gunn Superman. If you haven't seen that movie, highly recommend you go check that out. But if you ever out of this, it's down the McFarlane 1/6 scale. It's down to $30. That's a really good deal. Let me check chat real quick. I'm yapping away. Thank y'all for listening to me. I see we got 17 people in here. Thank y'all so much for hanging out. I hope y'all are enjoying the stream and had a good Thanksgiving. And if you would be so kind to hit that like button, I'd really appreciate it. And let's see. Y'all are trying to catch up with y'all. Lego Indiana Jones official. What is up? The Electro will be the doorstop by Tuesday. Dude, hey, when it's something that cheap, you're just like, yeah, I gotta get it. You know, I didn't know you were a huge Electro fan, man. But again, just a rule of cool. We got Mark Hamill, Lego Joker official. What is up, dude? Says cheers, folks. Cheers to you as well, my friend. Thanks for stopping by. We got some new names in the chat. Another new name. I want to pronounce this right. Raina. I'll just call you Batman Official. Cheers. Cheers to you as well. We got some new names in the chat. John Cena Peacemaker, you were here last time. Good to see you again. Hope you're doing well. Cheers to all. Hope you're doing well. We got some new names. Oh, always happy to see some new names in chat. That makes me happy. I hope you're all doing well. Glad y'all came across my profile, came across my channel. Thank you all. All right, I'm trying to catch up with y'all. Good evening. I just came in for putting up lights in 30. Sam, that was me and Mrs. Stone last night, man. Hell, there's nothing more Christmassy than putting up your lights when it's actually cold outside, dude. That is an unbeatable feeling, man. And Mrs. Stone, she was freezing. She was pissed, but I could tell she was just fighting it because I was just so happy. But I had to come back inside for a few minutes later, kind of thaw out, and then go back out. But it was really fun. I'm glad you got your lights up, Sam. I hope they look good, dude. You can send that chat in the Discord. By the way, if anybody ever wants to talk about more toys and stuff, you can head here. And I actually have a Stone Mandalorian Discord, so you can go there and post any kind of recent pickups you get if you get new shelves or you're moving your collection room around, or even we got a whole pet section. Shout out to Star Wars Collective Jacob he pretty much set up my whole Discord server. But there's like a section where you can show off like something you've been cooking or like your pet. So if you ever want to talk more beyond just the Simply Stone and Stone Hyper live streams and on YouTube, you can go check out that Discord. Feel free to. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with y'all, chat. Y'all are going off. Dude, it's damn near, man. Honestly. Hell yeah. Very good deal. Hell yeah, Indoor Dude. I'm trying to get good gracious. Stone is going to have that Superman on his toilet tank by Wednesday. You damn straight. Yeah, glad you enjoyed your time down there in Florida, Brian. That's awesome, man. All right, I think it's time for another cheers real quick. I'm going to try to keep this a little bit of a shorter stream tonight, y'all. Maybe like an hour and a half, 2 hours. All right, let's keep it rolling here. And Sir Dork actually just did a really cool review on this. I haven't watched it just yet, but I've seen some of the stuff that he was posting, like some in-between shots of him shooting his video, and I was like, oh, that's going to be a fun one. So it's on sale. It's not even that expensive. It's a 12-inch Galactus. Normally $22. It's on sale for $15 right now. So 12 inches tall, this would scale, even look kind of cool in your Marvel Legends section, just because Galactus can scale up or down as he wishes or pleases, you know? So it's a pretty good deal right there. I just wanted to share that. This is one that I want so bad, dude. 33 is me and my wife's lucky number. And these Ultimate Edition Mattel wrestling figures are normally $34.99 a piece. This is on sale for $24.99. So $10 off. This is like old school Cena, word life. You can see like he's got the lock chain. He's got dude. It's just old school Cena, and he actually did just retire. So this will be a cool one to get. And so if anybody's an old school wrestling fan, like early 2000s, Attitude Era, $25 for this John Cena right now. That is a really good deal for the Ultimate Edition. And they're just super articulated. The soft goods is super awesome. You can see they come loaded down with accessories. He's got his mic, his cap, 2 alt hands, freaking 4 different pairs of hands, just loaded down, dude. So I love the Ultimate Edition. I have a couple myself. I have 2 Ultimate Edition Undertakers and a Stone Cold. So I would love to add this one to my collection eventually as well. And dude, I'm kicking myself in the ass for not seeing this one earlier, dude. $26 for the Hammond Collection Stegosaurus. I freaking love this figure. This is probably like, I might like this more than the Spinosaurus that came out this year. I am infatuated with that figure. The paint, the sculpt, it's just awesome, dude. It's without me geeking out too much, but this figure is normally like $45 or $40. $43.19. It's on sale for $26 right now. Almost, look at that, 40%. Just look at that figure, dude. That is such an awesome, awesome animal right there. I love the gradient from that like off creamish, that little bit of brown there, that dry brush, and then the yellow, then the green, then the sculpt on the freaking plates, dude, and the Thagomizer. Look at that, man. That is just such an awesome freaking figure right there, man. And I actually told my wife, I was like, I want to get another one so I can keep one in the living room to have some kind of dinosaur representation, because I got mine sitting over here on my dino shelf, of course. But if you're a Jurassic Park or World fan and you've been wanting to get it, jump in. These figures are freaking sick, man. This is $26 for this figure is ridiculous. It's a good size figure too. I forget how. Here, I'll just grab it real quick. It's a big figure, dude. This is it. I thought I had my tape measure somewhere, but like, here, let me go back real quick. This is a good size figure, dude. This is a big boy, but he is freaking awesome, man. I would 100% pick up another one of these, but I just had to show this guy's massive, man. I love the Hammond collection so freaking much. It is such a freaking fun line to collect. Are they overpriced? Yeah, they are a little bit, but like that's just the way it is now, man. Unfortunately, you know. All right, let me check in with y'all real quick, chat. Shout out to Chris Pratt. Yeah. Yeah, shout out to Chris Pratt. Awesome movies. So there is the Hammond collection, except with I'm not a big fan of the last 2 Jurassic Worlds, but I'm not going to get all into that. But they're fun movies. That's what matters. So the next one, this is a newer Hammond collection. This is Troodon, which I'm not super attached to or familiar with, but if you're just wanting to expand and get cool animals and dinosaurs, this one is normally $16. You can get them for like $10.49 right now. Definitely a different looking sculpt right here, but it's a very interesting looking animal. But I've never even heard of a Troodon, but very interesting nonetheless. So if you've been, even just for Christmas presents, if you're looking to get somebody something, $10 dinosaur toy, you can't go wrong with these, man. Keeping it going with the dinosaur, we have which one is this one? The all-out attack with Rampage Attack T-Rex. So this is normally $54. It's on sale for $37.49 right now. So again, just another massive dinosaur. Who doesn't want a T-Rex on their shelf? If you're a dinosaur fan, you got to. It's a must-have, dude. And then another T-Rex. This is the Power Devourer, I believe. Yeah, this is the Jurassic World Rebirth Power Devourer Tyrannosaurus Rex. Normally $53.99. It's on sale for $40.60 right now. So another great deal. It's just awesome dinosaurs, dude. I kind of would lean towards this one because I just like the more earthy, natural, more movie look. To be honest, don't get me wrong, the gray is kind of cool, but that would definitely rather have the brown one right here. So that's pretty cool. So if you're a dinosaur fan, go check that out. Again, more Slike right here. They have a bunch more, not only just dinosaurs, but other animals as well. But here are some cool ones that they have. I think this is the Tarbosaurus right there, and the Tyrannosaurus. So again, not a lot, like $3-4, but if you've been wanting to, take a dive into Slike, Now, this is a good one. This one is normally $24.99. The Brachiosaurus, it's $10 right now. That's $15, man. And that's a look at what is it like 10 inches or 12 inches? 9.5 inches, my bad. 9.5 inches, dude. It's just a Brachiosaurus is one of those. It's in the first Jurassic Park, man. It's just an iconic, well-known herbivore, you know. So there's more slack. Here's again, awesome. I love this Triceratops, dude. Look at the scaling on this guy, dude, in the red. Slack does not fuck around, y'all. Their sculpt and paint is just gorgeous. Like the eyes, whether they do like the tongues, like the inside of the mouth when they're open, just teeth, claws. Awesome, man. This one's normally $19.99. It's on sale for $8. I just feel like you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with that, man. $8. If you got like some nephews or like a young kid or even just like a cousin or just somebody that's into dinosaurs, this is just such an easy pickup and they're going to freaking love it, man. Those Slyke figures are so underrated. They're not articulated. They're just little like resin plastic figurines, but man, they're I'm sorry, not the articulation. The paint and the sculpt is just next level, man. And then now we're getting to some Walmart. So all of those were on Amazon. Those were all Amazon Black Friday deals. Now we're moving on to Walmart. And we got Kel Naka, which was a deluxe Black Series figure this year, $34.99. I'm sorry, $33.99. Dropping down to $8. You telling me I can get a Wookiee Jedi, a Wookiee with a Jedi robe and a green lightsaber? Hell yeah. For $8, that's just a fun toy, man. I love Kel Naka. I paid full price for him, you know. So Acolyte didn't sell well, but $8, if you need an extra robe or you want to customize, like this is just, it gets a lot of hate, but this is a really fun figure, man. And it was actually one of the newer Wookiee bodies that we got shortly after Black Chrysanthemum. And we all thought when we got Kel Naka that they were going to use Black Chrysanthemum from Book of Boba Fett, and they didn't. It was actually a lot of new sculpts, like just specifically to Kel Naka. So that was actually pretty rad. So $8, can't go wrong. Can't go wrong, dude. Very cool G.I. Joe figure that I've been looking at, and it keeps getting sold out, and it says, this is not available from the seller. This is not available. So I just like keep forgetting about it. But I did see it go down to $10. This is Night Force Jody Shooter Craig. And I don't know this character. I'm not a G.I. Joe like aficionado. I just like the figures, and I think they're fun. And I like the accessories, the paint. They move well. They're just fun. But for $10, you can get a chick with a sniper, like, and she's tatted up too. She looks badass. Like, why not? And I got like a little squad of G.I. Joe people and animals going here. Like, she would just look dope next to the squad, you know? So $10 for this G.I. Joe over on Walmart. And then now we're moving on to Big Bad. And this is the Spider-Verse. I'm sorry, not Spider-Verse. I seen Spider-Man in a Gamerverse. Spider-Verse is an actual thing. This is the Gamerverse Spider-Man 2 Venom. And this is normally like, what, 65? Okay, well, they obviously Big Bad marks it up. $67, and it's on sale for $50. So, you know, I know this Venom is a good size, and it's cool. It's not my Venom. I don't need it. I like the more classic design, and I have Venom representation in my collection. However, for the game's sake and just overall figure, he looks stocky. He looks swole. He looks badass. But for $50, I think honestly I'd rather get the Hulk figure, you know. But then again, I don't know exactly how big that figure is, but it does look badass, and I love Venom, you know. Then these were very, very cool. We got some Black Friday SHF figure arts, or SH figure arts. So I'm used to saying, I always say SHF figure arts, but you could just say SH figure arts. You know, I'm still new to it, so I'm getting used to them. But these are freaking awesome. We have the Deadpool and the Wolverine from Wolverine and Deadpool. And a buddy of mine, Connor, has these SHF. And I know my buddy Jacob is trying to acquire these as well. This is, anytime you get an SHF figure for under $50, I'm like, hell yeah, damn straight. And, you know, SHF just moves so well. The quality of the plastics are just righteous, man. But how much is this normally? Like $75, $85. That's also Big Bad. A lot of the times, Big Bad kind of marks up the price a little bit, but $85 on Big Bad normally, but you can get it for less than $50 at $46. So not too bad. Looks great. I love SHF are great figures. I do own a few, and then we also have Deadpool, of course, and Deadpool is $90. Deadpool is more than Wolverine, and he's on sale for $49.49 right now. So if you want to take a dive in SHF, or you've been I ain't like, man, I really want the Marvel Legends one. Don't do it for me, or you didn't buy them because you were holding out for the SHF. This is your moment, man. You better snag these. So less than $50 for both. So about a little less than, like, let's say with tax and like obviously the flat rate shipping, like $110, $105, you can have the SHF Wolverine and Deadpool. That's a pretty good deal in my opinion, man, for SH Figure Arts. And these are cool too. A lot of people aren't big fans of these because, again, they take up a lot of room. But these are those big jumbo retro, like Kenner style figures. And I actually got one that's in my pile of loot right now. Y'all see which one it is when I do. I got a little big bad stream planned sometime in the future, probably like before Christmas. But looking forward to getting that pile of loot in. But got the and this is actually a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive as well, so I thought that was kind of cool. Normally $90. This is on sale for $45 right now, and it's a huge, like, 21-inch, or like, maybe not. It's not 21. Maybe it is. It's like a 20-inch Boba Fett, but it's on a huge retro card style. I meant to get a picture of it on the card and the box, but they didn't have one on Big Bad, and I didn't Google it ahead of time. But these things are freaking huge for less than $50 when you're getting those giant. Gentle Giant, or this is that, or is it Diamond Select, Gentle Giant, whatever. When anytime you get a huge figure like those jumbo figures, they're awesome, man. For less than $50, I feel like it's worth it. Hey, let me check with chat real quick. I'm yapping away. We got my boy. What is up, Jacob? What's up, bro? Hey, Stone in chat, listening to the show on my way home. Appreciate you, dude. Hope you're enjoying it, man. Hope you had a good late Thanksgiving with your sister and your mom, man. Hope you're doing well, bro, and have a safe drive. I got both. Hell yeah, Troy. Damn straight. I'm assuming you're talking about Wolverine and Deadpool, Troy. I know you're a big SHF guy, dude. Yeah, yeah, that's what you gotta be talking about. Yeah, for less than $105 for 2 SH figure arts, I just feel like that's awesome, man. Those look badass. Such a fun movie too. Yeah, it was, dude. If you grew up watching the early 2000s X-Men like movies and Marvel movies, that Wolverine and Deadpool had so many callbacks and paid homage to so many moments. It was awesome. What is up, Dwayne Johnson, Black Adam? Hope you're doing well, man. I hope you're doing well too, man. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're doing well, man. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving, and thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you. We got a lot of new names in the chat tonight. I hope you're all doing well. Trying to go back and find a few. A lot of new names in the chat tonight. We got Lego Indiana Jones, Mark Hamill, Lego Joker official. We got Rain, Batman official, Rain the Batman official. A lot of new names in chat. I appreciate y'all coming by and hanging out. I hope you're all enjoying the stream. Guys, I love seeing my regulars, but it's always good to get some new people in here as well, of course. But anyways, I think it's time for a cheers real quick. I appreciate y'all spending y'all's night listening to me just yap. I'll try to keep this a little bit shorter so y'all can get to the rest of y'all's night. I really do appreciate y'all hanging out. Definitely going to be excited for Stone and Hyper next week. It's going to be a fun show. Going to be a very fun show. And I'm not a big Hiya Toys guy, but I know the quality of their stuff is just awesome. They're highly loved, highly talked about, highly respected. And the Godzilla, normally, what is this? I got a $57.99. It's on sale for $43. That's pretty good. So if you're a Godzilla fan, my buddy Connor is obsessed with Hiya Toys. I think he's got a couple of these, but Godzilla is just not quite. He's badass. He's cool, but just not for me, of course. But if you're a Godzilla fan, that's a pretty good discount right there. And anytime you get a discount on Hiya Toys, I feel like you got to take it. I feel like I never see. And again, I don't look for Hiya Toys, but I feel like I see other figures and lines that go on sale. I never see Hiya Toys go on sale. But maybe I'm just not looking in the right places. This is another one I was kicking myself in the ass for. 87. This is normally 125 on Big Bad. They kind of mark it up. Obviously, I think it's normally like 110. Maybe it is. I forget what that retail for exactly. Never mind. Never mind. But either way, that is a very, very deep discount. I mean, 30%, that's pretty good. $124.99 to $87 for the Green Goblet Sam Raimi Spider-Man helmet. This is just a punch of nostalgia to my brain. So much iconic imagery. Early 2000s, Doritos, Pizza Hut. Like, just so much comes back to me when I see this helmet, dude. I think of my brother and my mom. And oh man, and there's any 90s kid, or like early 2000s kid that has memories of, they went so hard on the marketing for the Spider-Man Raimi movies, especially that first one. What was it, 2001, I think? 2002, something like that. Iconic design right there. So much nostalgia hit right there. But less than $90. Oh, I want it so bad, dude. I need it bad. I need it bad, man. This is another cool one. We got the Mandalorian, the Super Commando. And this is normally, what is it? They already did the price change, $19.99. Hasbro did that price change just recently due to the tariffs and stuff. So instead of TVC being $17.99, they went up and jumped up to $19.99. So, but $13 for the freaking Mandalorian, dude. This is one of my favorite Mando designs of all time. I would love to get the Hot Toys. I actually got this Death Watch Mando. I'm going through. I just got my glass cabinet, which is I'll show off on Treat Yourself before I end the night. Got this at ICC with my buddy Hyper, $110. But I do have this. I'm very excited to get it up, and I'm going through and opening all my Hot Toys, getting them displayed. This is one I want in my collection, like so freaking bad. And me and my wife seen it at a really cool toy shop in Tennessee in a mall, and I think they wanted like $330 for it, and I think it's normally like $280 or $300 on Sideshow. I could be wrong, but I was like, oof, $330. Ugh, but I could get it right then, right there. I'm paying for the convenience of, But initially, I didn't do it. I wanted to save money for the con because we were there for ICC. If you're not familiar, that takes place in Nashville. But that's a badass figure. One of my favorite Mando designs. $13. I might have to try to snag two of those just to have one on card and then have one to open up and keep on the desk somewhere, because I just love that design so much. And season 7 of Clone Wars goes hard, dude. Goes so hard. And I actually went to show my wife this. I have a NECA quarter scale Michael Keaton Batman that I am infatuated with. And they actually have the quarter scale 88 Michael Keaton Beetlejuice on sale as well. And this is normally $130, and they got it on sale for less than $80 right now. So for quarter scale, that would probably be like, I don't know where is my Batman right now? I think he's out in Gotham. I'm just joking. I think he's under some boxes and stuff. I can't get to him right now. But quarter scale, you're talking about, at least like this tall, So a huge quarter scale Beetlejuice. If you're a fan of this, I feel like that's a must-have. That's really, really cool, man. Very, very cool. Actually, if Mrs. Stone ain't watching that right now, I need to. If she is, she'll say something to me after the stream. But if not, I need to show her that just in case she's interested. This is another great 2-pack. Great army builder. Got the Rebel Fleet Commander and then the 2020 Stormtrooper. Both great figures. $30 for 2 figures. That's $15 a figure. It's normally $44.99, which is still below retail, which is still great for a 2-pack, but $30 is even better. And 2 just super iconic designs. I mean, this is, and he's got the Death Star plans. These are the 2, for other than C3PO and R2D2. This is like the beginning of A New Hope right here. That's what I'm seeing. I'm inside the 10 of 4 right now, dude. So this is an absolutely great 2-pack. I do have a Fleet Commander. I got it loose at a comic shop. I might need to get this because you can never have too many Stormtroopers. Let's be real. But I need these Death Star plans. I don't think that my Fleet Commander came with the Death Star plans. Like I said, I bought it loose in a baggie. So, sometimes you take the risk with that. But I knew it didn't have it. And I just wanted the representation of the Fleet Trooper. I said Fleet Commander, didn't I? Fleet Trooper. Rebel Fleet Trooper. But very, very cool set. $30 for a 2-pack. You just can't go wrong. And then we got a Mafex figure here. Metacom Toys. Normally $75. It's on sale for $41.24. That is a really good price for Mafex. I'm holding out for the Bosk Mafex. That's kind of what I want to be my first Mafex figure, is the Star Wars, is their Bosk, because it looks awesome. It looks so good. But to me, this Boba Fett, I've heard a lot of great things about it, but I just can't. My eyes, I keep looking at the legs. Those legs look so skinny. Like Boba was hitting leg day or had some padding on, because his legs were not that skinny, dude. It's not bad. I'm just being a little picky, but it draws my eye a lot. But it's a great looking figure. I know people love. Mafex is amazing. It's probably, I hear people. I don't own any Mafex, but I've always heard people reference Mafex even over SHF as being the best 1/12 scale action figures there is. So while I do want to take the dive with Mafex, I don't really. I'm satisfied with my Black Series Return of the Jedi Boba Fett. I love that figure, man. The accessories are good. The paint is awesome. It moves very well. It does what I need it to, you know. So not for me, but for from $75 to $40, that's almost worth getting just a review, just to compare to the Black Series. But I'll probably end up passing on that. Let me check chat real quick. Got both these. I'm sorry, catching up with y'all. Godspeed, Spider-Man. Hell yeah, collective. Hell yeah, dude. We got Mr. Star Wars 1138 just got here. This might be the first time catching you live on your channel. I've seen you on OOTB and M. Oh, Pat Dyer. I recognize Pat. What's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you stopping by, dude. Yeah, good to see you, dude. Been on there a couple times. Mudhorn says that's the newer version of the Mandalorian, and it comes with the same blast rifle as the Death Watch Mandalorian did, which the original Mandalorian did. Oh, thank you, Mudhorn. Because I'm going to be real with you, and I know you kind of know already, Mudhorn. I'm not a huge TVC guy. I'm much more knowledgeable about Black Series and stuff, but I appreciate you letting me know, because now I know. So, that rifle didn't come with the original Mandalorian, but it came with the Death Watch. Okay. So I'm just plugging that in, dude, because I didn't know. I want to start learning more about TVC, and obviously the more you dabble with it, I just don't buy much TVC anymore. But if they keep doing some of this original trilogy and prequel trilogy stuff like that, I got to say real quick, that TVC Padme, Attack of the Clones, and that Shock T, those look amazing at 1/18 scale. I really got to give it to the TVC Hasbro team on those figures, because I'm just so impressed that they got those kind of likenesses on such a small figure. It's very, very impressive. Well, Mando says that is cool. And President Son is okay. So I should have known you had the Mafex Boba, Troy. I should have known, man. Okay, so that's cool to hear, Troy. I'll keep the man. You saying that, Troy, it kind of got me wanting to pick it up, dude. Because I trust your judgment, man. I think you have a really good eye, and I like what I like how you have your collection and who's in your collection. So I really trust your judgment. So I might need to $40 for a Mafex. Hell, who knows? Maybe Boba will be my first one. Who knows? Hey, Stoned, I tried using the Discord link and it said link expired. Dude, you know what? I'm sorry, Andor, dude. We had that same exact. I need to fix that. It's an issue that I have going on with my Nightbot. We had that same issue a couple streams ago. Thank you so much for pointing that out, Andor, dude. If you will, after the stream, Andor, dude. That's a cool name, by the way. Go head to my channel, and in my bio link, in my about you, I have the link to my Discord, and you can just copy and paste it from there. So I'm sorry it's not working like it's supposed to. Thank you for. I'm gonna get that fixed, man. Thank you for letting me know. I have some Mafex, Pat says, but didn't know if I need Boba. If this was the time, man, for $40, I just feel like now would be the time to take the dive, because why not? For $40, we spent almost $35 for a Black Series figure, so like for $5 more, why not try a Mafex, Troy, any word regarding? I'm actually curious about that too, and a lot of people it went up. So Troy, any word from Ami regarding SHF Grievous? Okay, nothing yet. Gotcha. Yeah, I think a lot of people. No, I know a lot of people are really anticipating that SHF Grievous, man. I might try to snag that one if the opportunity ever arises, because it does look absolutely incredible, man. Rebellions are built on hope, so there is hope yet. Hell yeah, bro. Okay, sweet. Cause checking my. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to catch up with y'all, man. Yeah, Cody, it wouldn't bother you in person. The detail on them is so good, it's actually great. Okay, man. If you're saying it like that, then I know it's worth checking out. For $40, I might just need to bite the bullet. Hey, what is up, Commander Cook? Hope you're doing well, man. Saying howdy. What is up, dude? Thanks for stopping by to hang out, man. Appreciate you, dude. When I hit the link, it went to the OOTB. Huh. That's weird. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you already had it pulled up in your Discord, Pat Dyer. I'm not sure, man. I'll get the Discord link figured out, y'all. My apologies for that. Pat says, I just checked my order with Ami yesterday and it hasn't been sent yet, but originally it said it would be shipped in November. Okay. So hopefully I'll get it soon, man. Hopefully you guys will get it soon. I know that I'm gonna be anticipating y'all's reviews on those, man. I'm very excited to see. Just past 2 a.m., so sleep time for me. Peace all. Hey, well, thank you for keeping staying up for a little bit, man. I appreciate you. Get some rest, and I'll see you next stream, man. Thank you for stopping by, Mudhorn. Appreciate you very much, dude. All right, I think it's time for a cheers, y'all. I really do appreciate y'all hanging out with me tonight. Y'all, yeah, it means a lot to me. Just want to try to, excuse me. Dadgummit. Just want to try to be as entertaining for y'all as possible. Okay. You got a little choked up there. I just love action figures so much. No, I'm just joking. Okay, I think starting to get a little warm here in my room finally. For some reason, my collection room, it's the room nearest to the unit. But dude, for some reason, it gets the coldest, which I love. But then in the summertime, it gets the hottest. So that's when it sucks, man. Because I don't know. I don't know. All right. Sorry, I'm just trying to get comfortable here. All right, let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. Let's do a cheers real quick. Everybody, get their drink, get your Doritos. If you're munching something, you're sipping something, it's time for a cheers. By the way, I do just want to do a quick plug. I know y'all can probably see my Stone Mando shirt right here. Stone Mandalorian. So I do have my shop up, so I can just go ahead. Actually, I'll go ahead and do that too. There is a link for my merch. If y'all are interested, it's not necessary at all, but I just want to let y'all know because sometimes I do get asked about it. Like people are like, oh, your shirt, da-da-da. So I do have my merch stores up. I got a couple things up there if you want to go check that out. What I'm trying to do, and I hate to say it like, oh, don't buy merch, but I would recommend hold off. And I know I shouldn't say that, but what I'm trying to do is the company that I work through called Printify, they are trying to work out and implement some like kind of coupon codes and free shipping. So what I want to do is try to cut down on that for y'all. So like when y'all order a $28 shirt, it doesn't turn into a $35 shirt just because you want to get it shipped to you, you know? And I know at the end of the day, if y'all want to support me, y'all will buy it, of course, but I also want to try to make it, pardon me, I also want to try to make it, I just want to take care of y'all as well. You know what I mean? I don't want y'all overpaying for free. The fact that y'all are even going out of y'all's way to buy a shirt with my fucking logo on it, that means a lot to me. So if I can save y'all a little bit on shipping, that's like my ultimate goal. But Printify just hasn't been. It's had that feature for months now, and I was waiting like, okay, well they're probably going to get it up and running, and they just haven't. So just keep that in mind. I do have a merch store if you want to get some Stone Mando merch eventually, but I do also do giveaways, so you can also join my members. Sorry for the plug, real quick, y'all. I wouldn't be a YouTuber if I didn't do it. So I do also have a channel membership called Clan Stone. I've got a couple of different tiers that are available that you can join. I got the Recruit, which is 99 cents. I got the Bounty Hunter, which is $2.99, and then the Super Commando, which is $4.99. And when you become a Super Commando, that's when you're eligible for the Darksaber Draw, which is my monthly giveaway that I do for Super Commandos exclusively. And then sometimes every once in a while I'll do a little surprise giveaway for my Bounty Hunters and Recruits. Like just recently, Darth Moocher, who is a recruit, won a Star Wars pancake maker. So it's like when you make your pancakes batter, it puts Vader on your waffles, you know, or on your pancakes. So try to make it as cool for y'all as possible. I'm always uploading reviews and trying to give y'all something to watch in the meantime, whether you're on a drive to work or washing dishes or just in your office trying to type something up, or you're actually interested in the figure or whatever it may be. So real quick plug again. I'm sorry for that. YouTuber plug done. Let's get back to talking some toys. All right, so this is another one, and everybody knows if you've watched my channel before, maybe y'all don't know, so I'll tell you real quick. I love these McFarlane comic statues. They have 1/10 scale and then also 1/6 scale. I have probably about 4 or 5 of them, and I'm just infatuated with them, man. I've told y'all earlier, being able to take art like a 3D or 2D art form and turn it into real life, I just love it, man. I love it so much. But this is a 1/10 scale Daredevil number 600 issue. This is one of the most iconic covers of Daredevil's comic history. a bit of a newer one at that. It's actually, I think it was like sometime in like 2011. It's a much newer comic, but still iconic nonetheless. But yeah, this really cool cardboard backdrop of New York with the watershed right there in the billboard, and then you get the awesome like little building statue stand right here. Let me zoom in. What am I doing? And I do own this Daredevil, and it's fantastic, man. You have this little and I should have taken it says Daredevil on the stand. I should have scrolled through more pictures, but the cell shading, the black on top of this red is so badass, dude. It looks so comic booky. And I just love these statues so freaking much, man. They do incredible justice to the covers, in my opinion. But 40% off, $18. It's normally $30 for the 1/10 scale, and then their 1/6 scale statues are normally about $50, which I still feel like is not bad. These are also resin statues, so they're a little bit of it's just a different quality of material, you know. So with them being resin, it's just something I wanted to point out as well. A lot of the time with statues and stuff and busts, it's usually most of the time going to be resin material. Most of the time, not always, but these statues, McFarlane, he's just kicking ass, dude. He's kicking ass right now. Got another Rebels figure here. This is another really, really cool figure with Hera Syndulla from Rebels. Normally a $26 figure for $13. And she is a Twi'lek and she's just bad bitch energy, man. She does what needs to be done. And I just love the outfit. It just screams like kind of like OT Rebels, Star Wars, you know. The color, they just got this figure right, man. She's got the blurg, of course. It's got some nice gold paint on it. You can't really see it. She's got like a little boot holster. They also got cut off right there. And then the detail, the markings on her Leku, just they really went all out with this figure. And this also got a photo reel update sometime in 2018 or 19, I believe. And that also did a lot for the figure as well. But very, very cool figure, very badass character as well. I would love to see Kanan get some justice done to him. I don't own the photo reel Kanan, but I do own a Kanan. Shout out to GenXBrian for sending that to me like a year or so ago. So now I have the complete Rebels crew, with the exception of Kanan not being photo reel, but I can look past that. I have the entire Rebels crew. I got Chopper, Ezra, Zeb, Sabine, and Hera. So that makes me happy. I got all 5 of the Spectres, or 6. I forgot Ezra. Did I say that? But awesome figure right there. And then we got a Hot Toys, and I'm not a super. Again, I like Tom Holland, but I'm not super attached to these newer movies. I don't have a lot of nostalgia for them. But for people that do, we have the Far From Home Spider stealth suit on sale from Hot Toys. And you know it's Hot Toys. It's going to be cream of the crop, man. It's going to be an incredible figure. Just super, super awesome details. And how much is this one normally? They had it at $216. It's $119 right now. So if you've ever wanted to take a dip into Hot Toys or just like see what they're about, and you're a Spider-Man fan and you just like the design of this is one that that's a pretty cheap price for a Hot Toy, man. I feel like anytime you're snagging a Hot Toy for under $150, you're walking away with something good, in my opinion, you know. So that is pretty freaking cool. This is also rad as well. I really wanted the Michael Keaton 1-to-1 scale, but they are $150, and then I found it on Amazon for $100, but then they sold out. So I was really bummed out about that. But this is a 1-to-1 scale Adam West classic Batman TV series cowl. So this is, by 1-to-1 scale means it's like life size. So like this is what it would look like if Batman was standing in front of you, or if you were in the Batcave and you saw the cowl on a stand or something. This is what it would look like. So going from $160 down to $80. Look at that, man. That's just an iconic look right there, man. 60s Adam West Batman, bang, tang, with towel. Like, dude, that's all I see. You know, and not Cesar Romero. What's the Joker's name that wouldn't? He used to put the makeup over his mustache. I'm blanking, but this is badass. So freaking cool. If you were an Adam West fan, this is. I feel like if you have an Adam West collection or just a Batman collection, like a classic 60s style TV show Batman collection, this is like, you gotta have this, dude. For $80, $80 for that. That's a steal, dude. That's a straight steal. And this is also NECA is goated. They have great paint, great sculpting. Articulation can be lacking sometimes, but man, everything else when it comes to like the accessories, the materials that they use, just the quality of just everything. There's I can't really say anything bad about NECA, with it, the exception that I wish maybe some of them were a little more articulated, but NECA is just, it looks so good on the shelf, man. My wife is actually she's obsessed with NECA. That's a lot, obviously a lot of NECA is horror. There's a lot of horror NECA, but there's even a lot of other lines and studios that do horror figures. But man, it's just something about NECA that it just pulls people in. The attention to detail that they do, and like this Michelangelo here, the Last Ronin, this chain, and I don't have this version. I actually want to pick this one up. I have the full on Last Ronin, so he's got the hood and he's all decked out where he's a little more shedded down here. You can see his shell and stuff. But this chain on these nunchucks is actual chain, and like the accessories, his size, they do not. There is no gumminess. They are the most sturdy, thick accessories ever, man. And just the pictures do this figure specifically no justice, because just the amount of texture on his skin and on his shell, just how it looks so porous but like slimy at the same time. Just NECA is just goated with sculpted, man. They just really don't fuck around, man. So this is how much is this figure normally? Like $40, $37.99. Most NECA figures are around $34.99, about $35. That's like standard price for NECA. But $11.40. That's ridiculous, dude. That's just a cool freaking action figure, dude. I might, and I read the comic for The Last Ronin too. Me losing my brother in a wreck and stuff. This comic, this is Michelangelo's. Not sorry to spoil the comic, but this is about his redemption and all of his brothers dying. He's the last turtle, and he's on his rise to kill one of Shredder's kin that is basically like generations down, that has just continued to like ravage humanity, and Mikey has to put a stop to it, dude. So like him being the last brother and seeing those last moments with Mikey and his brothers Leo, Raph, and Donnie, just like it hit home with me. Obviously lost my brother, so I was just like, it just really had like a lot of relevance. It held a lot of weight, and I just connected with it like super, super heavy. And I remember when this was coming out, my brother was still Earthside, and I was like, bro, did you see that new comic they're coming out with? It's freaking Robert Kirkman and them are. It's one of the turtles. All the turtles are dead and Splinter except for one. There's one surviving turtle. And we were like, who is it? Is it going to be Raph? I was like, Raph is the go-to answer. He's too easy. It can't be. I was thinking it was going to be Donnie. That's really what I was thinking. But I don't mean to spoil the comic or anything. It is like 4 or 5 years old at this point in time. But just it is a beautiful comic. I have the graphic novel over my bookshelf. I loved that thing from beginning to end. The art is awesome. The story is good. And the NECA figures just do justice to the art in the comic as well. Like when you see this figure and then you ever pick up a Last Ronin comic, you're like, oh, damn, dude, they killed that. It looks just like the comic, because it does, man. Let me check in with y'all real quick, chat. Sick looking statue. Hell yeah, dude. Man, there's a lot of cool stuff, Cook. There's a lot of good sales going on. I know you know, man, but like this is just like the tip of the iceberg. I had like over 55 pictures, Cook, that I wanted to show everybody. Yeah, absolutely. Got to promote yourself a little bit. I know, Mom. I just don't want it to be like, buy my stuff, But I know it's a part of the hustle. It's a part of the it's part of it. Yeah, I'm excited to see those hoodies. I hope they're good. It's a cool suit. Haven't seen the movie yet, says Jacob. Pretty sure you were right. See, yes, I think it was. Okay, thanks, Pat. Appreciate you, man. The black eye mask goes hard. Hey, yes, dude, it does. It really does, man. Cook says definitely sounds like a cool story. It's a heavy story, man. It's awesome. If you're a TMNT fan, you don't have to be a hardcore one to jump into this comic. It's really, really good. You can just start reading, but having some backstory definitely helps for sure. But like, you get to see Casey and April's daughter, and she ends up. I don't want to give too much of the comic away. It's really, really good, and I went through it very, very quick. I have a Todd McFarlane Spider-Man graphic novel I'm almost finished with, and then I have the Jim Lee Batman Hush graphic novel that I'm looking forward to starting at some point soon. And Troy says that does look really good. It's so dope, Troy, and I love the Last Ronin version, bro, because he's fully decked out, Troy. Like he's got his hood on. He's got all of his weapons. I have it somewhere. It's somewhere over here. It's like my room is such a mess, dude. I actually forget where the hell it's at now. Here, I'm actually going to grab it real quick, guys. Y'all bear with me for one moment. shit. Oh, shit. Stay where y'all at. I'm coming back. I just had to show y'all this while we're talking about it. Because I actually don't. This is one of my favorite figures in my collection. I don't get to talk about it a lot. You should make some of the Stone Trooper Moach. Stoned Trooper? Is that what you're saying, Troy? The Stoned Trooper? That's kind of cool. I think that's what you meant to say. I fuck with that, dude. I have to give you credit for it, though, man. The Stoned Trooper. I kind of like. I could have called y'all my Stoned Troopers. Yo, Troy, that goes hard, bro. Y'all are my Stone Troopers. That's sick, bro. I got to give you credit for that, bro. I might have to get some shirts that says Stone Troopers. That is fucking epic, man. That is awesome idea, bro. I love that. Why didn't I think of that? How did I not think of that, Troy? That is awesome, bro. That's a great idea, my fellow Stone Troopers. That's awesome. So check this out. This is the fully decked out last run, and I actually don't have the hood on for him. I have it put away or whatever. But dude, he's decked out. He's got Raph's Sai. He's got Donnie's staff. He's got Leo's sword, and then he's got his nunchucks, of course, right? And this is the cool thing I love about this figure too, is it's got the weapon storage. You can store the accessories, store the weapons on the figure. Y'all know how I am about that. I fucking love when a figure can pull that off. And it's not, you can get some cool poses out of here. It's not even like he's going to do some crazy splits or kung fu, but you can get some really awesome. Like look at the grapple hook right there, dude. That's actually I forget the technical term for this. It's actually an actual Japanese weapon, but I forget. But actual chain on the nunchucks, just such a badass figure, dude. So, and then look at the alt head right here, man. Just mean looking. Just to save y'all time and I don't have to walk back to my shelf, I'm just going to put them right there for a minute. Dude, that is Stone Trooper. Like, I literally love that so much, dude. That is awesome. Yes, hell yes. Let's go. Awesome. Yeah, make the eyes all squinty. Jacob, you're spitting, bro. That is such a good idea. Yo, y'all are cooking it up for me. That's fucking awesome. Squinty eyes Stone Troopers. That is awesome. Yes, sir. That's awesome. Cardi membership tiers, the 420 battalion. That's a great. That's why did I not think of that either? That's a great idea, dude. The 420 battalion, duh. Like Matt Bryant, he's the 212th battalion or the 112th battalion, like 112th scale. I thought that was pretty clever. I like that. Yeah, that's awesome, y'all. That's so cool. Y'all are clever, man. Y'all are cooking it up for me, dude. So without me getting too distracted here, I want to try to keep this stream a little bit shorter tonight. You know, I see we're at about an hour and a half, and I still got some cool stuff I want to show y'all for Treat Yourself tonight before we end the stream too. So we'll keep this going real quick. So there is that. We should be getting close to the end here. Here's another vintage collection figure. Again, this is a good stocking stuffer if you have nephews or cousins or whatever. This is normally a $16 figure down to $6. $6 freaking bucks, man. You get a really cool looking clone trooper, a phase 2 clone. And then he's red at that. Like, you just can't, you put red on a clone trooper, it's just badass, right? So, and it's a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive. Interesting. Didn't know that. Arc Trooper there. And this is a figure that I just bought this year as well. It's an older G.I. Joe. This is Spirit Iron Knife. And this was my first G.I. Joe that I went out and bought on my own. That I went out and sought after. So going from $24.99 to $13, you get Freedom the Eagle, like a rifle, a bunch of different accessories. He's got 2 different knives, a pistol. He comes decked out, man. Spirit Iron Knife is no fucking joke, man. He's ready to rock and roll. And this Eagle, I wanted the Eagle the most, and then I started kind of falling more in love with Iron Knife himself, man. He's such an awesome figure. It's just cool having a Native American in my collection, just to kind of have some diversity in my collection. Like, I love having Bishop and Storm in my collection, like having some black people representation. I like the diversity, man. That's what I'm all about. Like, I just love it. I love how G.I. Joe does that. And there's something else that's cool is they have I have 2 deluxe figures, but one of them is a sniper chick, and she comes with 2 alt heads. One is a white chick with like a ponytail, and the other one is like a black maybe it's a Mexican chick. I forget which one, but like a Spanish chick, and it's just cool that you can change the ethnicities out like that just to add more variety. And then hell, that might make you buy two. Then you can have one black chick and then one. I just feel like that would be awesome. But for $13, that is such an awesome figure, and it comes loaded down with accessories, and the articulation is super fun. And then another DC Direct figure. We looked at 3 others tonight too. The Riddler, and I forget the other Batman, the blue and gray scheme color one. And normally $26. Yep, $26 is now down to 18. So less than $20, you can get the Batman animated series style Two-Face, which I think is pretty cool. Two-Face, Harvey was a very close friend of Bruce, and especially had a lot of time there with Bruce and just overall with Batman in the early Batman in the BTAS Batman animated series. But that's a really cool looking figure, and I really enjoy the DC Direct line from McFarlane a lot. I have a couple of those from that line. All right, we're getting close towards the end here because I recognize this. I'm not a huge Dragon Ball guy. However, when it's on, I'm like, holy shit, they're throwing down. Like it's entertaining to watch. It's kind of like football. I'm not going to put it on myself, but if it's on, I'm going to watch it. You know what I'm saying? But I do know this character. This is Piccolo, and it says potential capacity liberation. I have no idea what this is from, but I do know it's Piccolo. I know he looks jacked. I know he looks cool. The purple and the green go hard with he's just a cool looking character, And Piccolo out of Dragon Ball Z, other than Goku and the old Mr. Miyagi dude, Piccolo always stuck out to me the most. But this figure or statue is normally $70, and it's 28. So if you're a DBZ fan or a Piccolo fan, I feel like this is a must have. That's very, very cool. That's a hell of a discount right there, 60%. So that is pretty rad. And this is a Mezco 1/12 scale, normally 125. It is $75. This is the Battinson. And man, I want a Mezco. I just did a video on the Mezco Hulk not too recently, about a couple weeks or a month ago. I'm super excited for that. That may be the one and only Hulk figure I ever buy, and it will be my first Mezco figure ever. But this one really caught my eye. I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna lie, because Robert Pattinson, man, I really like his portrayal of it. I enjoyed the Batman. And is he my favorite Batman? No, but I did enjoy him as Batman. I feel like his suit specifically is so like tactical and utilitarian. Like it looks like everything that he has, like it's like a pouch or something. Like it looks like it's there for a reason and it's useful. And I just feel like that's how Batman would look. Like, don't get me wrong, the cool, sleek version of Batman with the little artillery belt, utility belt, and he can just pull whatever out of it is cool. But I kind of like to see like a little more suit vibe of Batman. Same thing with the James Gunn Superman. That's why I liked that James, because it looked like an actual suit and not just skin tight, whatever. It looked like an actual like suit, like clothes, But this is I know I've heard so much about Mezco, specifically like their soft goods and stuff, but very, very interested in that figure. I would like to get it. 75 is not bad for a Mezco by any means, because obviously you can see, I don't know what this retailed for, because Big Bad be marking shit up like 30, freaking 20, $30. So I would assume this retailed for like 80 or 90, maybe 100, and they marked it up. But for $75, I feel like that's pretty good for a Mezco, This is also really dope. We have a Diamond Select Toys 1/6 scale Ahsoka statue. This is normally, look at that. I forgot when I saved this. Normally $224, and they got that bitch for $80, dude. $80 for a 1/6 scale Ahsoka. And it looks awesome. This is her outfit that she wears during the Siege of Mandalore. This is how she looks throughout most of season 7. And I like the paint, I like the sculpt. The sabers look very blue and vibrant. And by this time, she's got the blue sabers in season 7 because her green ones are long gone. Anakin has rebuilt her lightsabers and used blue crystals. These are the ones that were given to her and rebuilt by Anakin, henceforth why they're blue. But this is a really badass statue, man. If they still have this one for $80, I might need to try to snag that, because this would look so good in the glass cabinet over here, like standing next to the Clone Wars Mall. That would be freaking just mad epic, dude. Damn, dude, that's a hell of a discount. $220 down to less than $80. That's kind of crazy. I forgot because I was screenshotting these and cropping them out so they looked a little bit better. That's a crazy discount. And I actually own, this is the Mandalorian's N1 Starfighter, one of my favorite ships, the N1 Naboo ship. and this is normally like 120, normally $130, but they got it on sale for $66. So this to me is one of the coolest vehicles, and not only Star Wars, but in the vehicle of all the vehicles in the Vintage Collection. I love mine so much. It comes with Mando, Grogu, the stand, and just the shelf presence that this freaking ship has. It's so chromy and gray, and it's the slight nuance of the little bits of that Naboo yellow slipping out right here. It's just, this is just a gorgeous, badass looking ship, and to me, this screams Star Wars. And me and my brother used to like N1s a lot, and it just reminds me of him a lot when I see N1s. But we always thought it was so badass when the Razor Crest blew up and he got this thing. He was like, damn, that thing, yeesh, that thing fly, boy. Me and my brother were psyched about that, dude. When Pelimoto was pulling the cover off, or Mando was pulling the cover off, and we see that N1, we were geeking, dude. We were geeking. And more General Giant 1/7 scale bus, and I really like these two. I actually have a C-3PO by this same style in this same company, and these are normally $120 for the pair, and they got them on sale for $42. Again, very, very good deal. What's that like? That's got to be over 60%, 65%. Hera and Chopper, they look awesome. If you're a fan of like bust style mini statues and stuff, that's definitely that's $20 for each one of these, man. That's really, really cool. And 1/7 scale, that's a pretty decent size as well. You know, that's a pretty decent size. All right, y'all. So that was all the Black Friday sales that really stuck out to me the most. That I was like, okay, I want to talk about that. I want to show people this. So that was everything, y'all. So let me catch up with y'all chat real quick. I guess it would. Dude, I never thought about Matt Bryant's 1/12 standing for one. Dude, you know what would be so funny, Cook, if that's actually not why, and he had some entirely different reason? Like that would be funny. I mean, that's what I think it stands for. I think, Cook. That's funny, dude. Appreciate you hanging out tonight too, man. Need to get those for the boys. I will have to talk about which ones you're talking about, Mama Amanda. I done flew through those, you know, my bad. I actually put a tear eye emoji. Oh, you're good, man. I'm trying to catch up with y'all chat. Troy says, love DBZ, but can't get into another line. I heard that, dude. I heard that. I picked the wrong night to check out your live. I just spent $97 at Big Bad Toy Store. You should get a commission. That's awesome, man. I'm sorry for your wallet. I'm happy for your shelf, though. That's awesome, man. I'm glad I could get some cool shit on your shelf, man. That's awesome, Pat. That's funny, dude. Cook says, I love Battinson. I bought the Mayfix, but I'm gonna sell it once I get the NR once the Batman is released. Yeah, the NR Batman, yeah, that's gonna be insane, dude. Or Cook, I didn't even realize they were doing a 1/12 scale of the Batman, because I gotta say, dude, the Christian Bale and that freaking Anne Hathaway Catwoman, those look phenomenal, dude. I am Cook. I really want that Arkham Asylum in art, dude. Like really, really bad. But I would be cool with the Bale, honestly. The detail on that 1/12 scale, it just blows my mind, dude. I remember when y'all had sent it in like one of the group chats, and I was like, when I first saw it, I thought it was a 1/6 scale figure. That's how highly detailed it was. I was just blown away, dude. I wish they would make that in the Black Series, but I know they won't. Shit, Troy. I flew by with that, dude. I'm sorry, man. Feel free to fill me in though on what you were talking about. Which one, man? The $6. Oh, I got you, Mom. I got you. That was the $6 ones. Which one was that? That was back this way, wasn't it? Oh yeah, these would be cool. These ones right here for the boys, they would love those. Maybe next week I'll because I do have to get. I got a pile of loot that I have to get within the next week. I think I got like 16 days on it, or like. No, you know what? Actually, I think it's less than that. I have to check it, but I have like less than 2 weeks for a big bad pile of loot that I've been waiting on, and I'm excited. So maybe I can sneak those in last minute just with the pile of loot. Yeah, it was shown off at some show, but not up for pre-order yet. And that Dark Knight one is insane. Yeah, man, I didn't realize that the other one was up for pre-order, so that's dope. And or it's not up for pre-order. I didn't even know it was shown off. I need to look that up. I bet that's fucking fire. And the Dark Knight one is fucking ridiculous, dude. I feel like that's like history for 1/12 scale, Cook, you know? I got you, Troy. Thank you, dude. Hell yeah, man. Absolutely. Black Series N1 would be fucking crazy, dude. I feel like it would be slightly smaller than the X-Wing, though, so maybe that would be the one. That would be crazy to get a freaking 12th scale in one, dude. That would be wild. I'll give you the cash. You get it. Mom, I'm not worried about it, Mom. Don't even worry about it. It's $12, Mom. I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that. So, y'all, that is the end. That is all the sales. So I do have a couple things that I wanted to show off tonight. Stop screen. So a little quick treat yourself, if you will. I'll try to. I see we're getting at about an hour and 36, so I'll try not to keep y'all up too late. I really do appreciate y'all spending your Saturday night with me. I hope I've been somewhat entertaining you, or I showed you some cool shit that you can get for some family members or even yourself, like Pat did in chat, spending $97 tonight. Where my money, Big Bad? Where my money, Big Bad? That would be awesome if one day I ever got to a point where I had commissions. That would be insane. But maybe one day. But so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do a quick treat yourself, which is the section of the show where I show off my recent pickups. Get a hard time in life. We all go to job and pay our bills and do responsibilities, obligations, yada yada, all that stupid adult shit. At the end of the day, you got to treat yourself and treat yourself. See what I did there? So with that being said, y'all know me. I've been posting a lot of Pokemon reviews lately. I've kind of been going down that rabbit hole, discovering Pokemon. Not discovering Pokemon, but just getting re-involved and reunited, I should say. And it's been a blast. It's been really fun. So with that being said, I'm not going to show all of them off, obviously, because that's a lot of cards. But I have been getting quite a bit of Pokemon cards in as of recent. I got a couple of videos doing where I'm opening some booster packs and stuff like that. I've been getting some figures. But I have a pretty good, start going right here. It's not a whole lot again, but I'm going to get to the back here. This is where it starts kind of. And me and my brother, we had binders that were just absolutely thick, chock full of Pokemon cards. I actually have me and my brother's Yu-Gi-Oh cards over on my bookshelf with some of my other graphic novels and my comics and stuff. But so building up a little bit of a Pokemon card collection. I'm actually, I've been talking to my wife about looking to acquire a master set, which is basically, it's 165 cards. Sorry, I'll turn from the mic. It's 165 cards of all the original 151 Generation 1 Pokemons from the early, for all the way from 96 in the early 2000s. So I'm looking to acquire those cards for a master set. But then when you get the original Gen 1 cards, like the actual 96 cards that are not reprinted, then you have a master set. But I just want a grand, I should say, then you have a grand master set. But the master set is just when you have the 151 reprints, which are just a couple years old now. They're not quite as rare. Take up a whole lot less room. Yeah, that too, Mom. Absolutely. Yes, they do. And they're a lot cheaper. You can get a lot more for a lot less. And it's just fun. You get guessing what you're going to get. I never forget when Pokemon came out. I remember taking the bus to school and everyone was trading them. And I was like, what the hell are those? Iconic memory, dude. That's freaking awesome, man. That's awesome. Hey, what is up, Doug? Hope you're doing well, man. Good to see you in chat, man. Now I wish I could have my cards back. Dude, I'm telling you, Troy, I'm so close to getting me and Mrs. Stone to dig up in my mom's attic so I can try to find me and my brothers, because I would freaking flip, dude. I would flip out. I would be so excited. So I do have that. With that being said, I did also buy, and it's nothing expensive. It's nothing rare or anything super valuable, but this specific Pokemon and this specific card hold a lot of nostalgia to me, because I just remember holding it in my little 8-year-old hands and trying to redraw it on a piece of paper or playing the card games with my cousins or my brother. And I got my first graded Pokemon card, and I got a graded 1996 Charmander. This is a Gen 1. This is from CGC. So I am just and it's an 8, so that's a very good rating. It's not a 9 or a 10, and just a rating going from a 9 to a 10 can make the difference of hundreds to thousands of dollars. Again, not for this car. I spent like $20 on this. I just wanted a little piece of my childhood memory encased in a little thick protective piece of acrylic plastic. So I like the look of it. It's got a very cool look and feel to it, but very excited to start dipping into some graded cards and comics. I just got that graded 1 Spawn comic a couple weeks ago at my local comic shop, LT Toys. Shout out to those guys. But just got that recently, and just kind of been like, you know what, I kind of want to start getting into some not super expensive graded stuff, but just like, just dabbling a little bit. But this is going to look really great in the display in the cabinet, so very stoked to have that. First graded core, let me check. That brings back just that art is so classic, man. It's so classic. It's iconic. I bet you do, Mom. Mom Amanda says she remembers that card. I bet you do. That's dope. Do it. Gotta get that master set, bro. Dude, and the cool thing too is Mrs. Stone was so supportive. She was so supportive, man, because it comes with the binder and everything. You can get them for a couple of different prices. It could be anywhere from like $85 to $250. You got to really look around, and just be careful with what you're buying. But very excited for that. We need a 2025 room tour before. Yeah, you're right, Troy. I've been having a lot going on. I usually do that on the year anniversary of my channel, Troy, and I do a room tour. But it's I do need to do that. I was thinking I didn't know if I should do like a Black Series collection and then the Marvel Legends collection, or I should just do a 2025 Stone Mando room tour. But since you're asking for it, dude, I gotta do it now, bro. My boys asking. I gotta make it happen. That's something I will definitely get to work on that, bro. I will absolutely do that very, very soon. Hey, if y'all ask for me, this is another thing too. If y'all ever have like suggestions or okay, Mom, hell yeah, Mom, Amanda, I will do the whole thing then. I kind of like that style too. I think it's more fun, honestly. But I know doing it the other way would be more content, but whatever. I got plenty of content, plenty of figures to talk about, and y'all know me, I can yap. I'm a certified yapper. But anytime y'all want me to do certain videos or like talk about a certain topic or like whatever, I'm always down for that. But if y'all ask me to do a certain video, like Troy's asking here, like I'm gonna make that happen, dude. Even if it's just the Star Wars stuff, absolutely, I'll make it happen, dude. I will make that happen. So I'll keep it rolling here. I did also pick up this Dark Avengers 6-arm. It's actually not even Spider-Man. This is actually a Spider God creature. I'm not even going to explain the comic to y'all because it's just far out. It's a lot, but just know it's a really cool action figure. All you need to know is it's a 6-arm Spider-Man figure, but it's not actually Peter Parker or Spider-Man, and not symbiote related at all. But just the engineering on this guy and the poses you can get is just really, really fun. Like, just look at that, dude. It just gives off straight insect vibes, man. And just the engineering, them being able to fit all the arms in right here. So this is what we need to call this. What I can tell y'all, this is the Dark Avengers Spider-Man. That's what this is. This is not symbiote 6-arm Spider-Man. This is Dark Avengers Spider-Man. This is a quick rundown. This was a spider god that Norman Osborn gave a basically serum cocktail so he could transform and change shape, and he just so happened would be able to morph into an all-black 6-arm Spider-Man lookalike. But this is not Peter Parker. This is not Spider-Man. This has nothing to do with the symbiote or Venom or anything. This is just a spider god that Norman basically recruited to the Dark Avengers team. So, but definitely an interesting comic. Y'all know some comics can get really wacky and out there, but sometimes it just works. Very badass freaking figure, though. Very badass. Super fun, man. That's cool, man. You don't have to care about it. I'm still going to talk about it. I got more Pokemon stuff to talk about, Doug. So go ahead and strap in, brother. You better really not care for the rest of the stream. I got a lot of Pokemon, man. It's generational, man. It's sometimes it's not for everybody, and I understand that. It's a lot of Pokemon is a little kiddie. It's especially when you watch the anime, and you're just like, people like, yeah, I understand it. I get it's not for everybody, but it's just so much nostalgia for me as a kid, Doug. It's just very important, man. It just makes me think of my brother, man. You can get 2 vids out of it. That's true too, Troy. That's what I'm saying. Maybe just kind of split it up and get some content out of it. All right, Doug. We'll catch you later, man. Hope you have a good one, dude. Stone, did you get the Bespin duel? No, I did not, man. I want it very bad. Dude, it went up on stock on Hasbro Pulse last week for like, it was in and out, and I should have gotten it, but it's back sold out again. Yeah, I got you, Doug. No problem, dude. I know you do, man. I know you do. But man, dude, I want it so bad. There, did you get it, Troy? I want to know though, because it's that is probably, I'm telling you, other than the base, I gotta say that Luke Skywalker, that Bespin Luke with the battle damage, that Mark Hamill likeness is phenomenal. I am very excited for that figure. The Bespin Luke, that is a look for Luke that is I'm not going to say underloved because a lot of people love and have been asking for that look, but I just feel like it's, I don't know, man. Like he lands on Dagobah in it. He's kind of running around on Dagobah before he strips down to his tank. I don't know, that gray brownish jumpsuit just hits nostalgia for me, man. I'm saying nostalgia a lot tonight, but that's just the word of the night is nostalgia, I guess. Dude, I'm glad you got it, dude. I know that is an awesome set. I actually just watched Collective's. It is. Yep, you actually sent that, dude. I'm close to spending the 100 on it because it's original trilogy. It's a wired soft goods Vader. It's the brand new Bespin Luke. It's just, oh, dude, it is an awesome set. It is an awesome freaking set, man. Sam's got the set. Good to hear, dude. Says I'm loving it. That makes me happy to hear, dude. Did a killer job on him. Troy says they did, man. Finally, they can do a good job on Mark Hamill. They can. They just it's whether or not they feel like it, you know. But this is a set where they knew they could not miss on this set. They were like, hey, let's bust out that good Mark Hamill head sculpt because if we fuck up on this set, they're gonna eat us alive. And we would have, dude. They would have because people just. I would have been pissed. I would have been aggravated, man. You know, there's so many. I passed on the Farm Boy look because I do not like that head sculpt. From the neck down, that thing is awesome. But that head sculpt prevents me from buying it. And y'all know me, I'm not a super picky buyer, but that head sculpt, that is not Mark Hamill, dude. It is not Mark Hamill. That's true. See, I gotta be thankful where I can and humble where I can, Troy, because I do have the Anakin Obi set, and a lot of people don't have that. So I need to, you know. It's so hard. It makes me so mad, Troy. It makes me so mad because Hasbro could be printing money with them motherfuckers, man. It just makes no sense. It makes no sense, Troy. It makes no sense, bro. Now they need to hurry up and fix the New Hope one. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So I'll keep it going here. Speaking of Pokemon, I did tell you I had a little bit more. This is a newer Pokemon that I've been using. So real quick, I didn't show this off a couple weeks ago. A couple weeks ago, I picked up my first Pokemon game that I've played in 20 years. Last time I played on a Pokemon game was on a Game Boy Advance SP years ago. Pokemon Sapphire or Emerald, Ruby. Long time. 20-something years. 18 years. I bought my wife a Switch this past year, shortly before we went to Nashville for ICC back in May. And I bought her a Switch, and she loved it. I've been getting back. I was getting back into the Pokemon. I was watching the shows. I was buying the figures, and I started buying the cards. I was like, you know what? Let me take the dive. Let me see if it's worth getting the game and just see. And it was fun. I'm actually going to do a review on this game when I finish it, just because I've been having so much fun with it. And it's very nostalgic, but it's like nostalgia modernized. But this Pokemon Brilliant Diamond for the Nintendo Switch, been an absolute blast. If you played the old school Pokemon games like Pokemon Silver, Gold, Blue, Red, Leaf Green, Emerald, Sapphire, Ruby. If you played any of those games, or even like Pearl and Diamond, this is just it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of freaking fun, man. But with that being said, through my time with playing this game, I've come across some new Pokemon that I've really become attached to and just like the design. And one of the ones that I've used a lot in the game is this one, and his name is Luxray. And he's a electric type cat Pokemon, as you can see. But very, very interesting looking design. And I don't know, man. It's just something about this guy that, well, first off, he's a badass in the game. He's got a killer move set. I've used him a lot, and his design is cool. I just think it reminds me of a Pokemon. Like when I look at this, it looks like a Pokemon. It reminds me like a Pokemon. Like I get taken back, and I'm not like, oh, I can definitely tell that's a new Pokemon. Like this gives me old school Pokemon vibes. You know what I'm saying? Let me give y'all a really good look. So nothing crazy. They're not super articulated. It's just, you know, but I just love the design and the paint. And it's just it's a Pokemon that I've really been starting to get attached to here lately. So that is Luxray. Battle feature figure from Jazzwares. Jazzwares is killing Pokemon figures, dude. They're just doing the representation justice, man. Doing it justice. I lost my Pokemon game was on Game Boy Color. Oh, my last Pokemon game was on Game Boy Color. Hey, you showing your age, bro. I think we all are. I think we all, Troy. I didn't have the Game Boy Color, but my stepsisters did. But then when we got introduced to the color, I was like, oh yeah, it was on the next thing. Then we got the Game Boy Advance SP came out, you know, the flip one. I had the cobalt blue one with the lightning skin on it. It was really cool, man. But That's awesome. That's cool to hear, Troy. Game Boy Color, that takes you back, man. Remember they used to have that light? Yes, they used to have that light attachment. You could put it on because the screen didn't have bright. Yes, bro. Good, man. Or you have to be in the car playing it. You have to turn it towards the sun certain ways to see it. Core memories right there, Troy. Core memories, brother. Looks like Sonic's long lost brother. I gotta give that one to you, Troy. It does, man. It does. He also has ESB. Oh, Entertainment Earth. Ooh. The only thing, man, Entertainment Earth is freaking shipping. And I think they did do a slight change with their shipping, but thank you for letting us know, Brian. I might actually check that out. See what the shipping is looking like for me. So, y'all, it's about 1:51. I got about 10 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Try to keep it at 2 hours tonight. So I appreciate y'all again. I know I sound like a broken record, but I just appreciate y'all hanging out with me, putting me on your TV or your phone, listening to me freaking yap about toys or comics or shows, whatever the fuck I'm talking about. I do appreciate y'all very much. Now, this Troy, I know you remember this guy. This Pokemon, and I know Mom Amanda remembers this Pokemon as well. And I have a card, one of the first Pokemon cards I bought when I was getting back into the hobby. This Pokemon's name is Blaziken. And the reason this Pokemon has such significance to me is because this is a Gen 3 Pokemon. So, like, a lot of my knowledge comes from, like, Gen 1 to Gen 4, Gen 3 Pokemon. This is a Gen 3 Pokemon, and when you play Leaf Green, not Leaf Green. When you play Emerald, Pokemon Emerald, Ruby, or Sapphire, which are 3 separate Game Boy games, you had 3 starter Pokemon. You could choose between Mudkip, Torchic, and Trico. And I love these games so much that when the first one I picked was Torchic, which evolves into Combustion, evolves into Blaziken. I'm sorry if I'm boring y'all right now. I'm just giving y'all the rundown of Pokemon. This was the first Pokemon I ever picked when I started this Pokemon Sapphire. But I love those games so much that I went back through and replayed them with the other 2 starter Pokemon. I did the entire game with Trico and the entire game with Mudkip and then got Swampert and everything, dude. But the reason I got Blaziken is because this is a fire type fighting Pokemon, and this was my first. This is the Pokemon I kicked so much ass with on my Game Boy, dude. I'm actually probably going to get a tattoo of him. The design is just so iconic to me. This just makes me think of my Game Boy. Makes me think of game. You think of the trading card game. It makes me think of watching the show. I just love it, dude. I love it. So I'm very excited to review that. Box is a little banged up, but I'm opening it anyway. So who gives a shit? And then next up here, I've been getting the Pokemon cards. So a couple weeks ago, I did buy. This is one of my first videos where I was opening up some booster packs. I recently bought a booster pack. This is a Kyogre EX booster pack. So this is the promo card that came with it. Another Pokemon that I have a lot of nostalgia for is Kyogre. I use this in Pokemon Sapphire, which is actually the Pokemon that the story of the game is centered around. But this came in the window of here, and I got 4 other booster packs with this. This was awesome. Very fun to open these up. I got a video. If you want to see me rip open some Pokemon booster packs, you can go check that out. It's members only right now, but I'll probably make it public this week sometime. So, very cool Kyogre card. I'll give you all a little better look at it. And this is an EX reverse holo. You can kind of see how the card has got a nice like foil inlay to it. It's like all shiny and colorful. Very, very cool. Those are the more desired cards. And you can also see very bottom down there's a little star and it says promo on it. That's how you know that's a promo card. And that's how you see your rarities and your commons and all that stuff like that. Did also pick up the Battle Damage Spidey. I did the review on this figure not too long ago. This is not the best Marvel Legends Spider-Man by any means, but aesthetically, this is one of my favorite. I love this beat up, battered, beat to shit fucking Spider-Man, dude, because that's who Spidey is. He's the motherfucker who don't give up and he keeps getting up. He doesn't stop. He is resilient. And that is why so many people connect with Spider-Man, because of his resiliency, his relevancy. He battles romance. He battles the world. He battles being a kid going to college. He's an everyday man, as well as just the most relatable superhero of all time. And just the sculpt on this guy, his hair is coming out the top here. All of the suit and his wounds are all sculpted in. That is not just paint. They are all sculpted. This is one of my favorite Spider-Man figures ever. And I got to say, the blue and the red on here, perfect. It's perfect. It's saturated enough where it's vibrant, but it's not too bright, and it's also like dark enough where it's just perfect, man. I love it so much. I love this figure so damn much. And cool story, real quick story about this figure too is me and Mrs. Stone were in a Target, and figure was kind of in the back of my mind because I'd kind of forgotten about it because I'd been seeing nothing but Agent Anti-Venoms, which I also did a review on Magic the Gathering, and I was just kind of like, I'm gonna have to figure it out, find it later. This was the last one Mrs. Stone found it, packed behind some He-Man, like Master of the Universe shit. Last one on the shelf. Somebody hid this. And while I do feel bad that they missed out, it's part of the game. You know, we found it. So I love this figure so freaking much, dude. So damn much. Look at that Spider-Man right there, man. That hair coming out, just that's what does it for me, dude. So badass. I love it, man. Damn, he's yoked. He looks great. And look, here we go with this rage baiting shit. No, he fucking wouldn't. What's up, Curtis? Hope you're doing good, man. Oh, damn it. Of course, bro, I love hearing you yab about. So I love that y'all love it, man. I appreciate you, dude. I really do, man. I knew you would, man. I know you would. Hell yeah, Mom. I had a feeling y'all would. That's awesome. He's yoked. Whoa, 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 whoa. Free shipping, you say? $80. Ooh, I might be talking to Mrs. Stone on Wednesday. Because I got to tell you, I ordered that Commander Cody helmet, Brian. As soon as it went on stock, y'all know me and Commander Cody. I just opened my Hot Toys too. I was like, oh yeah, I've been waiting for this bucket, dude. I already got a spot cleared out for it, Brian. It's going right here. Commander Cody's going right there. So I'm very, very stoked for that, man. Clutch. Love a good battle damage figure, says Jacob. Absolutely, man. Finders keepers is part of the hustle, man. Hey, hiders are out there, and so are finders. We got hiders and finders. It was a great review. Thank you, Mom. I appreciate you watching it. Thank you. Mike, I do not have any Warhammer figures, but I have a buddy of mine that is so heavy into Warhammer. He's got Joy Toy. He is enamored with them. I know the lore of Warhammer is super rich and deep, kind of like Star Wars. So I've heard they're awesome, though, man. Do you have Warhammer figures, Mike? You should get Commander Cody's helmet tat, dude. I want to so bad, Troy. I'm curious how. I'm just kind of pale, brother. I wonder how that yellow and orange would show up on my white ass skin. But I have a whole album on my phone, Troy, and it's labeled tattoo ideas, and I have like 3 different versions of Commander Cody's helmet that I was wanting to get tattooed. They've been in there for like freaking 2-3 years, probably longer than that because I switched them from my old Droid phone. So honestly, longer than that, man. It's only right, dude. You're right, dude. I have so many tattoos that I want to get, Troy. There's a couple of Pokemon I want to get. Plenty of Star Wars. I still need a Wolverine and a Daredevil. Bro, I have so much shit that I want to get, Troy. You know, man. Yeah, you know how it is. I got so much shit on the back burner that I want, man. I'm like, I got to stop buying toys so I can get some ink, man. Fuck. I know you know, Troy. It's hard, bro. Like, I want to get some ink, but I can't stop buying these fucking toys, dude. I can't stop. Oh, Lord. Here we go. Here we go. My Cody helmet finally came in yesterday. It barely fits on my head. I got a big cranium too, Pat Dyer. Did you try taking the inside of the head thing around? Like it's like a little black strap that comes inside the helmets. Sometimes you can rip that out and pull it out, and it'll give you a little bit more room, man. Nope, Josh was just asking. No, Josh, I don't have any Warhammer figures, man, but I have a buddy called he goes by Fig Fury. And Josh, he is obsessed. There's a company called Joy Toy. I'm not sure if you have any, Josh, but if you're ever interested, man, they're very expensive. But Joy Toy, dude, the attention to detail is so ornate, and the paint is so exquisite. And the way that these big dudes in armor can move, or the way that they get these figures to articulate, is insane, Josh. So you should totally check out some Joy Toy Warhammer figures, man. And Josh, by the way, look up Fig Fury on Instagram. He's got he's a toy photographer, but he's got some pictures of Joy Toy Warhammer figures on his Instagram. So check him out, man. Yeah, I didn't think about the all white too. Hell yeah, dude. I didn't think yeah, dude. I could just do like flesh tone, of course, I guess, Troy. That's how it goes, man. You got like 10 or 15 on reserve. Absolutely, bro. Toys and tats. Yes, sir. Toys and tats, Troy. Absolutely, brother. Hell yeah. All right, we're going a little bit over. We're at 2 hours. My bad, y'all. Got a regular Minecraft figure, just a regular Jack Black figure. Y'all know I love Jack Black. The other one I have, he's got like his diamond armor on. He's more just regular Jack, so I like that. Or I should say, I am Steve. So regular Steve right there. This is another one. This is a starter Pokemon from like one of the older games, but one of my favorite Pokemon that evolves into Feraligatr is Totodile. And I saw this guy, and it was the only one on the shelf. And I was like, yep, I'm grabbing him. He's coming home with me. They got a couple other ones, as you can see. They got like Eevee, Pichu, stuff like that. They also have Pikachu, Charmander, Squirtle, Bulbasaur. I want to get all them too, but I seen Totodile. I was like, nope, coming home with me. So very stoked about that. Another Pokemon that I grabbed, I don't have a super lot of knowledge about, but I'm planning on it when I get more familiar getting into some of the newer Pokemon shows as I start to catch up, because obviously I'm going back and rewatching the one that I watched growing up. But I got Mega Charizard, which is basically, so you get Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, and now supposedly in Pokemon, even the last evolution, they have what's called Mega Evolution. So this is the next evolution of Charmander. So he's like blue wings, got blue fire coming out of his freaking mouth, dude. He looks badass. There's a figure of him there. He's got some extra horns and looks like he's got a wired tail, I think. So I love Charizard. Charmeleon is one of my favorite Pokemon. Obviously, I got the graded card too. Charmander is just awesome, and Charizard is just one of the most iconic. Other than Pikachu, Charizard is probably like the face of Pokemon, you know? So that is really badass. $20 at Target, super highly articulated. So I just feel like that's worth it for a big ass Charizard figure that's super posable. And then I got this. This is actually, and I'm not going to take it out. It's just a box. Y'all have been seeing my reviews. I've been getting like B-roll where I get like cool angles and shots of like videos. Shout out to Sir Dork for his videos. Kind of got me starting to get into and doing that. I just like it gives the video a little bit of motion, something to look at. It makes it feel a little bit more dynamic. So been getting B-roll for my reviews. But what this is it's a little mini camera dolly, a little mini phone dolly, and it's got like, it's a little metal apparatus, and it's got rubber wheels, and you can change at certain angles where you can roll it and rotate it, and you can get these really smooth, like slow B-roll shots of like product or figures or whatever you're reviewing or whatever, you know. So I'm looking forward to getting more handy with this and getting some smoother B-roll for y'all with my reviews and stuff like that. So I'm gonna need to get, what I'm trying to do, y'all, is get a bigger review table so I can have more space. So like, so y'all, if y'all watch my reviews, you ever see like how I knock the camera around, and like y'all can see me. I'm not a small dude. I'm kind of a big boy. I'm like 240. You know. So like I'm a little clumsy at times. I'll be knocking some shit around, but I want to have a set desk area where, like a review area where it doesn't ever move. It stays right there, and I can just come to it, and just I have plenty of room. So I'm looking forward to getting y'all some smoother B-roll on the reviews that y'all watch for me. So I appreciate y'all for checking that out, and hopefully y'all will see the difference by the time. And then last two things for treat yourself, and I'll shut the hell up for tonight. I've been getting, I think these are Slike, not Safari. Yeah, Slike. So me and my wife, we go to the bookstore every once in a while. We walk around, and I was just talking about the Slike sales that they had, dinosaurs and figures tonight. I have a little Slike collection, some prehistoric and currently existing animals. But for $13, you know, I had to get the elephant, the African elephant, the largest living land mammal today, or existing on Earth today, at least. Super intelligent creatures, just super awesome herd mentality, and they live to grow very old because of that herd mentality, and they take care of each other. They have elders. Elephants are just super, super, just highly intelligent, man. And then another animal that is very cool and special to me for reasons just because, you know, I live in North America and I love wildlife and, you know, all that stuff, nature, is I got a bison, a North American bison. Just look at the sculpt and detail on this guy, man. Look at the paint. That light brown on top of it. Look at the eyes too, man. Slike just does such a great job with their paint and sculpting, dude. These are such awesome figures. And I think this guy was like $10 or like $8. So the North American bison was almost hunted to extinction. There was millions in existence throughout the 1800s. And then throughout the time of Western civilization, just encroaching, going further and further west, they started hunting them to where there was damn near less than 500,000. There was millions, y'all, millions and tens of millions, and they hunted them down to less than 500,000 in existence. And a lot of the bison that we get now is a lot of the time is farm raised. There is still obviously natural bison roaming in the wild, of course, but actually here in South Carolina, out in Lugoff, when me and my wife used to live out in the country, there was a road going out to Elgin, South Carolina, and there was this pasture, and you would see longhorns or just regular cattle, but they also had bison. And what's interesting about bison is that so cows most bovine have 4 stomachs. I think bison only have 2, so they eat a lot less foliage and grass. And what became a lot popular during the 1970s was bison farming, because they eat so much less grass and do so much less grazing, and just they're a little bit easier to take care of from what I remember reading a couple years ago. So bison farming became a big thing in the 60s and 70s, and it's just stuck around ever since. And now bison numbers are growing and healthy again. But the American bison was a animal that was very disrespected for a long time in North America and very overhunted. But with that being said, hunting is necessary. We have to keep these animals from overpopulating, and conservation efforts. Hunting is a huge part of conservation, contrary to what some people may believe. But I love bison. Very interesting animal. Very just a very stout, sturdy, resilient creature that I think everyone should learn to respect. So with that being said, that's all my treat yourself. That's everything. So that was really fun, y'all. We're about 2 hours and 7 minutes. I'll check in with chat one more time for the night, and then we'll call it. Sorry. Who's that Pokemon? Hell yeah, Troy. Stevie loved Eevee and Squirtle. Yes, he did, Mom. Especially Eevee. He loved Eevee, dude. If you know, you know. I've been seeing that. Hell yeah, Troy. Like the silhouettes from the commercial break. Yes, absolutely. It's kind of where I took inspiration from, where I got the idea to do all the Black Series Most Wanted silhouette posters. I was like, we were all brainstorming on what would be fun to kind of help promote the Black Series Most Wanted, which I actually need to talk about real quick too. And I was like, it would be fun to do like, who's that Pokemon, but who's that Star Wars character? Like, take the character and silhouette their outline, and then we'll like put it on a poster, and it just kind of grew from there, man. It's been a lot of freaking fun. It's been so much fun. But Pokemon is really what gave me that idea to get that kick started for the Black Series Most Wanted guys. Is that Max Rebo? It's his cousin, Jacob. It's his cousin, bro. Before he turned blue, right? Exactly. He drank too much blue milk, Jacob. That's what it was. Or yeah, and Troy, hell yeah. I love eating. Oh, dude, yes. Oh man, bison is really good eating. R2 Drew 2, what is up, dude? Really appreciate you, Cody. Thanks for making such a great community. Thank you for being a part of it, dude. And shout out R2 Drew 2 real quick, man. I have your Sand Trooper. I'm going to get it at the post office this week, dude. I really do apologize, man. It's just been crazy with Thanksgiving and work. But it is coming to you, dude. Like, I have it in the box. It is sitting on the shelf ready to get to you, man. So appreciate you. Good to see you in chat too, R2 Drew 2. I appreciate you. And a member for 8 months. It's so crazy, dude. 8 months. I have had my channel membership for 8 months. That's kind of crazy. That is so cool, man. And it's honestly, it's because of y'all. Y'all are the reason y'all are the reason I have a channel membership. If it wasn't for y'all's engagement and y'all being so willing to jump on and become members of Clan Stone, man, it wouldn't even be like this. So I'm just very, very appreciative and humbled by y'all, man. I talk about it with my wife a lot, actually. Just whenever I say something about Clan Stone, I'm just like, damn, that's kind of crazy, But yeah, that's awesome. Thank you, Drew 2. Another member for 8 months. Got my boy Troy, 8-month gang. Yes, sir. That is 2 of the longest members that we have at Clan Stone, actually, is Troy Wars and R2 Drew 2. Those are 2 of my first members ever. So thank you guys, man. Appreciate you guys. Woo, Troy. Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all, man. Loved your show. Plan to start being a regular. Is this your regular? Yeah. So, Pat, usually I stream. Pat, I usually stream whenever I can, man. So sometimes it might be during the week, sometimes during the weekend. But usually you can catch me and my buddy Hyperdrive Collections on the Stone and Hyper show here on my channel every other Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So same time, same place. Usually every other Saturday, usually every 2 weeks. But Sometimes I'll do streams in between. Sometimes I'll have guests on, or some of my buddies like Star Wars Collective Jacob, of course. He's pretty much like a co-host of Simply Stoned. But it's been a while since I did like a Stoned solo stream, and I just kind of figured it'd be, it was last minute. I figured it'd just kind of be fun. Like, why not? But love that you're going to start being a regular, man. Love to hear that. I'm glad that you enjoyed the show too, dude. 8 months is crazy. Seriously, no rush on the Sand Trooper. I appreciate you being so understanding, R2. I promise it's coming to you, and I also threw you in some extra Stone Mandalorian stickers just to make up for the time, man. I really do appreciate you. Welcome to the crew, Pat. Absolutely. You're a Stone Trooper. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Sam Cobra coming in with the $4.99. We're your Stone Troopers, man. I'm so honored to have each and every one of you. For a matter of fact, and while we're, we kind of got this vibe going, what I want to start doing too on every stream is doing a member shout out, just because I feel like I owe it to y'all. And my credits of my reviews or my videos are always special shout out to these Clan Stone members, and my credits are basically each one of y'all, so I really do appreciate that. But I do want to start doing some live shout outs as well. So with that being said, all of the members of Clan Stone, whether you're a Super Commando, a Bounty Hunter, or a Recruit, I appreciate your commitment to my channel and being a part of Clan Stoned. And I want to give a shout out to TroyWarsHere, GenXBrian, Carbonites Co., R2 Drew 2, Doug Smith 417, Matt Bryant, 212th Hunter, Star Wars Collective, RebelScum420, Sam Cobra, Sam Cobra, Mama Mando, Commander Cook, Hyperdrive Collections, Commander Bly, Marauder Magic, Hybrid Tour Reviews, Darth Moocher, Fake Fury, B-Sum75, Lazy Jawa, Stone Capybara 420, Kyle Morazak, and just because sometimes I know, I also have to give a special shout out to Galactic Artisan Customs, because usually sometimes people's payment plans switch out, so they have to update it. But I have to give a special shout out to all of you, man. I appreciate each one of y'all so very much for being just funneling y'all's hard-earned money to me. It might not seem like y'all like, $4 here, $1 there, but it means a lot to me, man. And it all adds up, and it goes right back into the channel, So real quick, at the beginning of the stream, Troy kicked it off. Let's get this party started with a $4.99 super chat. We also got Mama Mando in here. Also got I didn't see this. Oh, Troy, I didn't see that, brother. Put it towards the boba. That's the Mayfix boba. They got a $9.99 super chat from Troy. I didn't even see that, brother. I'm so sorry I missed that, dude. Very, very kind of you. We got R2 Drew 2, a member for 8 months. Thanks for making such a great community. And that comment there, that's all I strive to do, man, is give y'all and myself, obviously, of course, a cool place where we can all sit and yap about not only action figures, but whether it's games or shows or movies, just talk about what we love, and just get away from life, from the everyday stresses of life. It's not always stressful, but when it is, we need to have somewhere to escape to and come to and just get out of our own heads, and I want this to be that place for anybody and everybody. And then again, Troy got a member for 8 months, and then we got a $4.99 super chat to end off the night from Sam Cobra. Thank you all so very much, man. I just cannot express my gratitude enough. We just did a Darksaber draw. We gave away 2 shirts. We gave away a pancake maker. I'm doing monthly giveaways. Like y'all just made my entire YouTube even more than I thought it could be, whether I'm just making content, but y'all have made it so much more of an actual community and making it so involved. Like, y'all just make me feel so engaged with all of you. And then real quick, again, remember for 8 months, we got Sam Cobra as well. Thank you all so much, man. Seeing that 8 months is crazy. So, man, with that being said, cheers to a year. I'm so glad to have y'all along for the ride, man, because I have no plans of slowing down. I'm going to keep reviewing action figures. I'm just going to keep having fun, man. I'm just going to keep doing my fucking thing. And anybody that wants to come along and have fun with me is more than welcome for the fucking ride. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, love our community. There's an army of us. I love it so much, says Jacob. It's an awesome community of collectors here. Troy says he loves our community as well. And Mom Mando says, appreciate all you all for supporting my baby. I am so grateful, as you all know Stoned is. Yeah, I couldn't say it better, Mom. So, y'all, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and take us out of here. I appreciate all of you so very much. Thank you for spending your Saturday night with us. Next Saturday, we're going to be doing Stone Hyper episode 28, doing our top 10 favorite figures acquired or of 2025 in general. Also be on the lookout. So this Monday, tomorrow night I'm gonna be on Blitz Barracks. Last minute, I'm last minute Mando operative needed for Blitz Barracks stream, so I'm gonna be going over to do that with Jacob. So you can see me over on Blitz transmissions tomorrow night at 7 p.m. And then that next day on Monday, December 1st, we're gonna be doing Black Series Most Wanted. I've yapped about this enough. I'm not going to go all through it again. But Black Series Most Wanted, please go check us out on Instagram if you haven't already. We're dropping a Google Doc Monday, December 1st. It's an open Google Doc form of 12 of your most wanted Black Series figures. We are in direct cahoots talking with Hasbro, people that work for the design and marketing team. So they're seeing what we're doing, and they're eager to see these results. So if you want to feel like your voice is heard, you have a character or a droid or a creature that you want to see in the Black Series, this is your moment to be heard. So come check us out on Blitz Transmissions YouTube Monday, December 1st at 8 p.m. or 7 p.m. I forget the time. No, I'm sorry, 7 p.m. Eastern time. And we're going to be doing that. It's going to be a blast, man. So, yeah, with that being said, I will see you all next time. And I'm going to take us out real quick here. Hope you all have a beautiful rest of your Saturday night and a beautiful weekend. I will see y'all later next time, baby. Thank y'all. Later, gang. Have a good one.